All right, we're back. Episode 9, even though
All
the
right.
overlay says episode 8, and these are definitely not the same exact clothes that we've been wearing.
Hash browns.
All right,
Whoa, your name? You can't spell hash brown without your
without
last name.
Brown, yeah, and you also just can't
It's
spell garbage Kobe Mamba fan without Mamba. uh,
it's true.
all right, so Matt, this is gonna be our entertainment episode. We talk
Yes, this
about
this is gonna be the one that's entertaining.
this is a passion of both of ours. We really love
Yes,
enjoying consuming just film, TV shows, movies, all that good stuff.
absolutely.
So really quickly, I want to talk about my new favorite platform for TV shows and movies.
Oh
Um,
boy.
Amazon Prime has
Oh, okay.
put out a lot of good TV shows that I've been thoroughly enjoying. I don't know if you've watched any Amazon Prime shows.
It's been a while since I had Amazon Prime and actually watched their junk. But
So I will say, The Boys is probably their best show on Amazon right now. I think you would like it a lot. It's not like a mock of superheroes, but it's just like a different perspective. It's very dark humor. It's very funny. It's very entertaining. It's very well done. Man in the High Castle is one of the best TV shows I've ever watched. And this is coming from a person who doesn't like science fiction whatsoever. I love Man in the
ooh,
High Castle. And then Marvelous Miss Maisel is one of the more funny TV shows I've ever watched. All these shows are doing they just do a great job of just being entertaining, and they're high production value. And I think Amazon's just throwing winner after winner. I've heard other shows like Patriot, Jack Ryan, Goliath, Fleabag, and Red Oaks. All those are like on the watch list for me. Those are all Amazon Prime shows. I've heard nothing but good things about them. But Amazon Prime is killing it right now. And they also have shows like The Sopranos you can watch. What else? The Americans, which I heard is a very good show. They have The Pacific and Band of Brothers, which if you've never watched Band of Brothers before, that needs to be next on your watch list. I will never claim something as a perfect piece of art, but the Band of Brothers is as close as it gets to the perfect piece of art. It's honestly one of the best pieces of film you could ever watch. The Band of
it's
Brothers.
got all the ingredients to success, and that only ingredient is Paul Giamatti. So
Have you
it
have,
has it.
have you seen Band of Brothers?
It's been since I was in high school, but I did watch it, and
It
I remember enjoying it.
it's an incredible miniseries. So, but are you watching anything right now?
Let's see. I have Netflix, so I don't watch anything. I got Hulu for a free month, so I could watch the Eric Andre show, and that was an adventure. I
Do
will
you
tell
like
you.
it? Like I love parts of the Eric Andre show, and other parts I'm
It's
like,
hard
this
to
is
get
so
into
yeah,
because like I jumped into it and I'm like, okay, I can see what this is.
right,
But the more I watch it, the more numbed I get to it, and I'm
yeah,
just laughing at how dumb it is.
right.
So you know what?
There's like
I'm down for the Eric Andre show.
yeah, I agree. I mean, like I love Hannibal Buress, and like just the
I
way
freaking love Hannibal Buress.
he makes that show. Like Eric Andre's great, but Hannibal Buress makes that show.
Oh man, dude,
I
we should do like in a future episode. We need to do like a stand-up comedians draft.
ooh,
That'd be a good segment.
I am taking. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
I'm
All right,
taking Louis C.K. I don't care what any of you say.
I was gonna say Bill Cosby, but each their own.
I mean, all right. So now I don't look as bad. So I'm cool now.
um,
Heck yeah.
I'm watching Barry right now. It's a new HBO show
Oh my god!
with
I've only seen the first episode and I loved it, and I'm poor, and
I was
so I don't have it.
I within the first 10 minutes of the first episode, I was in love with the show. Bill
I
Hader,
freaking love Bill Hader.
Bill
Amazing.
Hader is hilarious. That show is awesome. And
Freaking
very dark humor once again, but that show is hilarious. Why can't I think of his name? Is it Arthur Mitty? Is that the no? Oh God, why can't I think of
Barry Cass.
IMDb is always my go-to. He plays the Fonz. What's his name?
Henry Winkler.
Henry Wrinkle. Yes,
Henry Wrinkle.
Henry Wrinkle. Henry Wrinkle's
Henry
phenomenal.
freaking
Everything Henry Wrinkle does is hilarious.
Winkler.
Winkler. Um,
That's a fun name
and then
to say.
Sarah Goldberg is also really solid in that show as well. And then
Yeah.
who's the guy that played in Office Space and Man in the High Castle? Stephen Root. Stephen Root's hilarious,
Stephen Root.
and him and Man in the High Castle is really good. But I don't know if you've ever watched Office Space, Matt.
I have it, and it's on my stack of movies to watch.
Office Space is hilarious. It's kind of it's basically a documentary, but not a documentary of just how horrible it is living in working in an office environment. Um,
It's like The Office.
no, it like The Office is like a mockumentary of it. Office Space is like a depressing, like dark.
No, this is it. This is the
This is
definitive
what it is, but it's
documentary.
hilarious. It's not like funny, but it's relatable humor. There's some like
Mm,
quips in there, but it's like very relatable humor. But no, but back to Barry. I love Barry. I'm on season 2. Like I'm halfway through season 2. I love
ooh,
this
frick.
show. It's
Yeah, I
very
need to
good.
watch it. I've only seen the first episode that I had to watch for one of my classes, and I freaking loved it. But I'm just
You had to
poor,
watch Barry
so
for one of your classes.
yes, we had to watch
Ooh,
the pilot.
that sounds like an awesome show or awesome class.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Um,
it was last semester. It was learning how to write a TV pilot script. So we watched a lot of pilots, and that was I freaking love it. That was amazing.
did you watch a Breaking Bad pilot?
Yeah, we read and broke down the entire Breaking Bad pilot script.
Really? Why
Yes,
could I not have a cool class like that?
because you're too busy playing dodgeball.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
because I picked a boring major like marketing. Uh,
Yeah, way to go, nerd. You're gonna actually make money with your major. Well,
um,
I'm over here broke, having a great time.
I don't, I don't know if there's any other movies on your like in the queue to watch, but next show I watch is gonna be Ozark. I've heard it's like it's breaking,
Ozark. Okay.
it's like Breaking Bad light is what I've heard.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've heard anything. I don't know if you have any shows that are like
Ah,
want to
man,
get.
I'm more like I'm in like movie mode right now. Like I get in my
I
modes
am
where I'm
too.
like, all right, I'm gonna bang out some freaking TV shows, but right now I'm kind of like, all right, I'm trying to watch some new movies.
I am too. That's how I like. I just told you, before shows. I watched The Martian recently, Ocean's
Hmm.
11.
Oh my gosh,
What's the Town? The Town was really good. I really liked that.
Town.
It's with
That's
Ben
a movie.
Affleck. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. I
heist
gotcha.
movie in
Okay.
Boston.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think if I watched anything else. I don't think so. You've seen the movie list I have.
Oh, it's
I
it's
watched I
it's a
watched about
migraine.
30 minutes of Suicide Squad and then I turned it
Why?
off. I turned it off.
Dear God.
That scene of Joker in the club, I was like, "All right, I just can't. I can't watch this. This is
Listen, I
poor."
don't hate Jared Leto's Joker. It's just it was overhyped to heck, and he did all these like publicity things, like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I'm gonna mail a dead rat. That means I'm the Joker, baby." But eh,
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna hate Leto's Joker, but it's nothing special. All right.
I don't mind Leto's Joker. It was different. Like I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't like it obviously, but it was different. It was
Right.
a different take on it. It's just the crap that was surrounded by it that I didn't
Oh
like.
yeah. Plus, we only had like 10 minutes of Jared Leto in Suicide Squad, so it wasn't much to go off of.
Great. All right. So Matt, are there any movies coming out that you'd like to watch?
Oh my! All right, so this one's coming out soon. I'm pretty sure it's Martin Scorsese's The Irishman.
I have
Looking
that on my
forward to
list
that
as
three
well.
and a half hour long. Nice. That's gonna be. I want. I'm craving some Joe Pesci,
That
and I'm
that
finally getting it. All right.
that
It's been a
cast
while.
that cast is stacked. Jesse Plemons, who plays Todd from
Oh God,
Breaking
I can't
Bad.
hear him.
Oh, you can't hear
There
me?
it is. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. Oh, so
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Jesse Plemons, who plays Todd on Breaking Bad, I think he's the main character.
Hmm.
Robert De Niro, Anna
Yeah.
Paquin, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Harvey Keitel.
Joe Pesci.
That cast is stacked, and I'm really looking forward
You
to
had
that.
me at Pesci.
All right, keep talking, man. I have to let my dog in.
Oh God, who let the dogs in? Who? That we could do that as a remix or not, or I could just tell you about some other movies coming up in 2020. I'm looking forward to. All right, you got because other than The Irishman, I'm not really looking forward to any other movies coming out in
So
2019. You
I'll
can keep
I'll
your trash Star Wars movie. All right,
I'll
I don't freaking care.
I'll say this since I have a movie coming in 2019. Midway,
Gotcha.
the trailer for that
I
looks
have no
really.
idea what that is.
So it is a movie about the Battle of Midway in World War II. The trailers look incredible. The
Hmm.
cinematography looks really good.
Oh, I think I did. Okay, yeah, I think I did see the trailer for that. It was in like before, at least maybe the Joker movie when I saw that.
Yeah. So as long as it's not like the who directed it, um, the Casey Affleck, who directed Michael Bay. Yeah, as long as it's not like the Michael Bay Pearl Harbor movie, um,
Why, that was a
2.0.
good movie.
That movie was garbage. I hated that movie.
It happened.
But
It was like what the heck is this guy going for? Is he going for a romance movie or an action movie?
Right,
I don't know
exactly.
what.
But as a World War II, I'm not gonna call myself a historian because I'm not that smart, but I'm a World War II fanatic. Yeah, let's go with that. This is a movie that really interests me. Cinematography looks awesome. The
Oh
action looks
god, I can't
awesome.
hear you.
Um, but
Oh, you're back. Okay,
Matt,
we're good.
tell me about some movies in 2020 that you like to watch. I'm gonna also look at some
All
movies in
right.
20.
So my mindless brain would like to see Godzilla versus Kong. All right, that just sounds like a good time. All right. What else? Wonder
Oh,
Woman 1984. I really liked the first Wonder Woman movie, other than the ending, which I hated.
I never
But
watched it, so don't spoil it.
other than the last, yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't like the ending, but everything
Okay.
else about Wonder Woman, the first movie, I like. So I'm looking forward to that. Patty Jenkins is coming back to direct it. Top Gun Maverick, I wasn't a big Top Gun fan. But you know what? Tom Cruise learned how to fly a fighter jet, and I'm gonna be freaking watching him.
Wait,
All right.
really? That's true? That Tom Cruise
Oh
learned?
yeah, all the aerial scenes you're gonna be seeing with Tom Cruise, yeah, that's legit.
Really? They let him fly like a
It's a
military
time. I
plane?
don't. Tom Cruise is.
Like
Yes,
I know
he's
he does. I know he
insane.
does
I
like a
don't know
lot of.
how he did it.
I know he does. I know he does like a lot of his stunts and everything, but I didn't realize that he learned how to fly a
that's
fighter.
that's the whole reason we're getting this. Tom Cruise didn't want to do another Top Gun movie,
He
but he
does it to
wanted to
show
learn how
off.
to fly a fighter jet.
He
And so you
does.
know what? We're getting Top Gun 2.
He does it to show off.
I don't know. What else do I got? I got the Pixar movie Onward. I wasn't sold on the first trailers, but the last trailer I watched looked really good. So I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to that movie.
Okay,
And what else?
I agree.
The next Halloween movie. I want to see Michael Myers killing people again. So Halloween Kills, I think, is the next one that's coming out next year. So
Hmm.
I like a good slasher movie. That's what I got. What do you got?
Okay, so I just looked at all the movies coming out in 2020. The Black Widow looks okay. It's Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. It's gonna be, it's not like a spin-off, but just a branch off of that Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I like
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett Johansson. I think she's directing it as well.
Is
So
she?
I,
Oh,
I'm sorry, Kate Shortland is directing it, but I'm sure she has like a huge like hand in
yeah.
the script and everything. Um, Besides that, The King's Man, I'm excited for because I don't know if you've ever watched the Kingsman movies, Matt, but
I haven't.
they are some of my
I've heard they're
favorite
really
movies.
good.
I love them. So I'm really looking forward to that movie. Godzilla and Kong, like you said,
Heck yeah.
Birds of Prey, the Harley
Yeah.
Quinn spin-off.
I'm I'm interested. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward, but I'm very interested to see what that movie looks like.
Margot Robbie's like dream cast for Harley Quinn. I think she's like the perfect fit for that. So I'm excited
Hmm.
for that. Besides that, Bad Boys for Life, I guess. I don't know. It's cool that they're coming out
Uh,
with a second one, maybe.
all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wow, I didn't realize there's like some actual cool movies coming out in 2020.
Yeah. Yeah,
They are
2019 is
not
pretty much
making a
dead now.
Coming to America too.
Yes, they are.
Oh boy, that's gonna be
Eddie,
horrible.
Eddie Murphy's back, folks.
Oh, that's the
Well,
thing. Like
see, isn't he?
Eddie Murphy is great, but I don't know if I want that.
Isn't he like supposed to be on SNL soon?
I don't know. I don't keep up with
I
Eddie
thought.
Murphy.
Yeah, I don't think Eddie Murphy keeps up with Eddie Murphy anymore. I don't know. I don't know where he's been.
The only thing I know about
He's
Eddie
waiting.
Murphy is I occasionally do a horrible impression of him as Donkey.
It's you don't have to do it. It's
You
okay.
sure?
No one's
I can do
asking
it.
you to.
I can do it.
Do it.
No, I'm alright. Alright.
Ah,
So it's not
dang
like
it.
we're late about this or anything, but the Joker movie, Matt, we both saw it. We're both gonna talk about it.
Have you heard about it?
It's probably like the most talked about movie this year. I can't. I'm trying to think of what else came. Oh, Endgame, Avengers Endgame came
Endgame,
out.
maybe.
Dude, I'd argue that.
um.
Well, I mean, Endgame obviously did so much more in sales, but
uh,
the Joker was just talked about just as much. So,
Yeah, but for stupid reasons. Like Endgame was talked about because everyone was like, "Oh, this looks like a fun experience." But the Joker movie is being talked about because it's like, "Uh-oh, guns."
hmm
It's like, "Okay, we get it."
um, but so what did you like and dislike about the Joker movie?
Overall, I tried to avoid as much as I could going into the Joker movie.
Did you watch the
Um,
trailers?
I did, but I didn't rewatch them like a million people do. And then you watch those stupid YouTube videos, like 5 things you
Breaking
missed in
them
the Joker
down,
trailer. It's like I don't freaking care, dude.
frame by frame
Like I
breakdowns
watched
and
it and
all
I'm
that.
like, all right, it was vague enough to where I didn't really know what the story was going to be, but it gave me enough to where I was like, okay, this looks dope. Joaquin Phoenix freaking killed it. The
Yeah.
story was really interesting. I'm hearing a lot of people saying this movie was style over substance, but I couldn't disagree more. This is like a slow
Oh,
breakdown of
absolutely.
how a person could get to becoming the Joker, and
Who says
I think
that?
it was really well done. Yeah, there's some people at my film school that really dislike this movie, and
Jesus, you go to film school with a bunch of morons.
yeah, and the same people are like, oh, dude, Star Wars and Marvel movies, heck yeah, dude. Like, okay, cool. Like, we haven't seen a million of those. Like, we haven't seen a movie like the Joker come out. Like, this is just such a movie that I didn't expect to come out in 2019 and just freaking be a hit.
People compare it to Taxi Driver, but it's just so much different than Taxi Driver. Uh,
I think that's fair. I think there's a lot of similarities with Taxi Driver and
well,
Joker. I think
so there are basic similarities, but I think
yes,
it.
I think they're different movies, but if you've watched Taxi Driver, you kind of know
Yeah,
where the Joker's going.
yeah, that's fair. Um, I mean, so yeah,
If you've
like
ever seen King of Comedy, there's kind of another Scorsese
I've never
movie.
seen
There's
King
a
of
little bit of that in
Comedy.
there too.
I heard it's so
I
good.
saw it a long time. I liked it from what I remember of it. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I can see some of the King of the Comedy in there too.
So yeah,
Which I mean isn't a bad thing. Those are two really good movies. So it's like, okay, your biggest gripe is it's similar to two really great movies.
right.
Cool.
So like you said, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix was incredible. Like we talk about Dreamcast and
He's
all that. Like Joaquin Phoenix is like my Dreamcast for Joker. I
he's
thought
really good.
I thought he's always going to be a perfect fit. I thought the soundtrack of the movie was great. That was a very underrated piece, but the soundtrack of
Mm-hmm.
the movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Cinematography of the movie
It
made
was
it.
so chilling, man.
Yeah, it was so
Oh, I love the
good.
cinematography.
I
Everything's so good, man.
what I really liked about this movie, it wasn't a movie about the Joker. It was a movie about Arthur Fleck, and I thought that was just like an interesting
Mm-hmm.
way to just base it. And it wasn't the Joker movie. It was a movie about Arthur Fleck, who just so happens to become the
Mm-hmm.
Joker.
I could
I
have easily seen this movie being like this script has been like collecting dust, but then they're like, "Oh, hey, we slapped Joker's name on this. This thing's gonna be a freaking hit."
hmm
And then it finally gets made because Hollywood can't make a good script unless it's connected to a franchise or some kind of established character already.
hmm Do you have any dislikes about the movie?
Um, the pacing at times
Yeah.
can get a little slow, I
hmm
guess, but I think that isn't a totally awful thing because this is
No.
supposed to be a slow demise of a person, right?
A very tense
I
build up.
didn't. I'm gonna get into a little bit of a spoiler here. I mean, if you haven't seen the Joker
Listen,
movie, all right,
if you're worried about spoilers and you're wasting your time watching this garbage content instead of watching
yeah,
a Joker,
I
what are
don't
you
know.
doing? Okay, go ahead.
All 26 of you watching this, all right, spoiler warning. All right. So the relationship with the neighbor girl, I was a little like, I'm not buying this at all. But then when it gets revealed that it was all in his head, I was like, oh, that's freaking amazing. I freaking love that.
Yeah,
That,
so I
that
mean, I could have went without it, but I could have went without the reveal and make that just so much more of was this all in his head or anything. But that's one thing I
right.
actually disliked about the movie was it ended with the just the smallest possibility that this entire movie was fake. I hate when movies do that. I like just tell me this movie is real. I don't want
Yeah.
even it's the
Mhm.
smallest like hint that oh no this was all in his mind because when he says oh I was just thinking
This
about
was
this
all in his head.
right
Yeah.
when he said like oh I was just thinking of this joke
The way
you
I interpret it is, yeah, I can't, for my own sanity, go with that
I can't
fake
either.
logic of thinking.
I can't
I
either.
and if and because I know Todd Phillips said years down the road he said he wants to reveal like
What the joke was.
everything that was in what was intended with this
Right.
story. And if he reveals that, dude, it's gonna hurt the rewatchability with this movie.
Which, by the way, just
But
awesome job by the guy who made The
yeah,
Hangover. Like, just
Todd Phillips, man.
so
Yeah,
there's one other
it's always the comedians that have the darkest freaking
yeah.
minds.
There's one other thing I didn't like about this movie. I didn't like how
Mm-hmm.
the creation of Batman began because if they ever do put a sequel to this movie of Batman and Joker,
Uh huh.
Batman and I get it's an original script and everything. Batman the thing about Joker and Batman is that the Joker only exists because of Batman. Batman does not exist because of the Joker. When the Joker comes on the scene, the Joker's supposed to be the most like maniacal and twisted villain he's ever seen,
Hmm.
but it comes as a surprise to him. This Batman already
Right.
knows of the Joker because he's the reason his parents are killed. So
Yeah, that's another thing that I kind of didn't like was I felt like when they showed Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed, I'm like, oh, this was a last second thing because they know this movie's going to make a bunch of money, and this is just in case there's talks for a sequel, and they can somehow convince Joaquin Phoenix to do another one.
mhm.
Which I mean, if they throw enough money at him, I'm sure he might do it.
um, so another question is, how do these Jokers stack up to each other? I know you tweeted when you first got on
Yeah,
the movie that you just can't compare them. And I agree. It's so hard because
I can't.
like
I
we
still
said,
can't.
this is a movie about Arthur Fleck. It's not a movie about
Right.
the Joker. Um, so I yeah I so I'm still my favorite Joker is the Arkham Asylum Joker.
Oh shoot.
Who's kind of like the Killing Joke Joker. It's most comparable to
Mhm.
that. Um, you know, but we just can't compare them.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to like get around to the idea of like ranking the Jokers, but I just can't do it. I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker is so much different to Mark Hamill's take of the Joker, so much different from Jack Nicholson's take of the Joker, so much different from Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, it's easier to compare Ledger, Hamill, and Nicholson, but we've never really seen. I can't even say that because Nicholson, we saw an origin kind of
I
to his
think
Joker, but
I think the
this just doesn't seem like the traditional Joker to me.
and it's not
That's not a bad thing. It's just a
right. No,
different take, which
I
I
com-
really enjoyed.
I completely agree. I think that out of all those four, I think the biggest difference is that none of them have damage written over their forehead. Um,
But did you see that the time he was in a room full of knives when he was laughing?
uh, all right. And then I have one other question, kind of based off the Joker, is um, if you had a dream cast for some characters, Batman, whatever in the Batman universe, Batman, Joker, Alfred, etc., who's your dream cast? Because like I've already talked about it. So Joaquin Phoenix was my dream cast for the Joker. If I had to
Okay.
pick another Joker, I wouldn't pick someone like Daniel Day-Lewis, who people have like raved, like, oh, he would make an excellent Joker. If he could get rid of the accent, Christoph Waltz would be an incredible Joker.
Christoph Waltz, dude. When in doubt, cast Christoph
I
Waltz.
think he would be an incredible Joker.
Mhm. I think I've always seen Jake Gyllenhaal being a really good Joker.
That was the other one I was thinking about. Jake.
If you've seen the movie Nightcrawler, you can see how creepy Jake Gyllenhaal can be. And I think he's got like an intimidating build around him to where it's like, all right, not only is this guy insane, but he could take you in a fight if it really came down to
I
that.
completely agree. I
I would
think
love to see Jake Gyllenhaal be the Joker. There was always talks to him being the Batman. I'm like, I've always seen him as the Joker though.
that would be a phenomenal Joker casting. I would love that Joker casting. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, like,
Batman's tough for me.
who was Alfred in the Ben Affleck
Jeremy
Batman?
Irons.
Yeah, Irons. I thought he was like as close as you can get to a solid to a perfect Alfred.
He's
Um,
a good Alfred. I like Michael Caine's Alfred too.
yeah, Michael Caine's Alfred was really good too. Um,
Alfred's
I don't know if we've
he
ever
was
had a
an old
perfect Batman. Uh, Bale was
Batman's
close,
tough because it's like you have to be Batman and Bruce Wayne because that's
right?
two totally different characters.
I
And I
can't.
thought Christian Bale did not a great job being Bruce Wayne, but a solid job being Batman.
You know,
Who?
I, I,
I'm
I,
trying to think, man.
I had a Batman in my mind when I was thinking about this earlier today, and it completely got erased. John Hamm would
I
be.
mean, Ben
I don't know if John Hamm would be a good Batman.
Ben Affleck wasn't a terrible Batman.
John Hamm would be an awesome Bruce Wayne, but I don't know if he would be a good Batman.
Ron Hamm would be a good
The
Bruce
thing
Wayne.
is, like the best Batman would be
Oh, I
because
just had an idea.
this is the
Because
same exact character, but in the Marvel universe for the most part. Robert Downey Jr. would be an incredible Batman, and
yeah,
but he obviously wouldn't do it.
I just
Who?
had a crazy idea.
Who?
I and this is only because I know we're going to be talking about Breaking Bad later. But Aaron Paul as Batman and Bryan Cranston as Alfred, I would kind of love that.
I would like that too.
Because you already have the father-son dynamic that we've established with these two. Their chemistry is incredible. I think Aaron Paul could pull off that damaged character that he was as Jesse Pinkman, and I still think he can be that charming Bruce Wayne type. And I think Bryan Cranston's could be a great Alfred.
Yo, Justice,
I don't know if it's
bitch.
just because I'm yes. I don't know if it's just because I have Breaking Bad on my mind and I love that show so much, but I feel like that would be amazing.
I kind of like it. I hate it, but I want a spin-off as Walt and
Oh
Jesse
man,
becoming
or
Al.
Mike Ehrmantraut as Alfred. I could
Ooh.
have a cranky Alfred and Mike Ehrmantraut.
Saul,
What is it now, Bruce Wayne?
Saul is Robin.
Dude, so is Robin. He's got bad knees though. Oh man, I just love the cast of Breaking Bad so much. So I feel like I just want to see them together in anything at this point.
All right, so
And
Matt.
Huel Babineau as the Penguin. All right, boom.
Bill Burr would make a solid Riddler.
No, no, he wouldn't.
I would like to think he would.
God, that would be hilarious though. What would Bill Burr be?
I don't think Bill Burr would be anything.
He would be Commissioner Gordon.
Dude, Saul would be a very solid Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent, yeah.
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 I like this.
Dude, we need to do a whole recasting Breaking Bad for Batman. Heck yeah.
Marie would be a very good Catwoman.
She's already a robber.
Right. There you go.
Skyler
Hank would be a good Bane.
It's so stupid, but I love it. Oh God, who else is there? Todd. What could Todd be? Todd could be freaking
Todd could
Scarecrow.
Be the Joker. Ooh, Scarecrow would be a good fit for Todd. I don't see how this would go wrong.
Amazing. Wait, who could be the Joker? Who would be the Joker in Breaking Bad? Yes. This is so. Oh. Hold up, Gus Fring as the Riddler, dude.
Ooh,
I freaking love it as a menacing Riddler.
I like Gus Fring as the Riddler.
This is the greatest. This is the greatest thing we've ever done.
I don't see what could go wrong. All right, so. Okay, never mind.
Yes, I have one. I have one.
Is it Walt Jr.? Because I have one for Walt Jr.
What?
Barbara Gordon.
I need to know. Yes! Wait, what? Dang it. Oh, wait, I'm getting something. Shut up. No, I'm not. Frick.
Who did you have?
We need to somehow incorporate Badger.
Oh.
Badger, what can you be, dude? Can you be like
Badger is without a doubt the one goon in The Dark Knight who yells, "What bus driver?" And
Yep, that's it. Oh shoot.
Who would Skinny P be?
Skinny Pete.
I'm trying to look at all the Batman villains.
There's a lot of them.
But would he be a Batman villain? I don't know. Actually, I could see the Riddler, Mr. Freeze.
Dude, Gus is the Riddler. I'm telling you. Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze can be Mike Ehrmantraut when he was stuck in that Los Pollos Hermanos truck. That was cool.
That's him.
Boom.
Who would be like the is it Pyromancer? The Fly. Is that who it is? The Fly?
The Fly. Are you talking about the Breaking Bad Fly?
No. Well, that's who it could be. The guy who flies around with a backpack and shoots flamethrower. Firefly. There we go. Hey. You know,
Firefly.
you know the guy that
That's a
flies
thing
around and
that I
shoots
could.
it shoots fire? Yeah, Firefly.
Sick.
I can't think of any other Batman villains. Who did we say was going to be police commissioner?
That could be Airman Trout. That could be.
No. It would be
Who could
it
be
would be
Commissioner
Gomi.
Gordon? Gomi. A.
Rest in peace. Spoilers.
Oh, Gomi.
Honestly, out of all like
Gone
the
too
Breaking
soon.
Bad deaths, Gomi hurt a lot.
Dude, Mike Airman Trout hit me hard. Did not want to see that man go.
Yeah, looking back on it, I agree.
Just
Oh,
writing Breaking Bad moments for our draft soon because I need to be prepared for this.
okay. I'll cut out that dull moment that was right there.
There's never a dull moment in the Big Brother house.
That's because you need to expect the unexpected.
All right.
I didn't watch the newest Big Brother season. Was there anything unexpected whatsoever? Because I heard it
Nope.
was a pretty lame season.
It was a bad season. It was one of the worst seasons.
Was it worse than the was it season 19 with like Raven and Matt and all those?
Oh, that was a bad one too. With Paul coming back,
Paul coming back, and who won that? Josh won in
uh,
that. Win that?
Josh won.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was not a good season
I stopped
either.
about halfway through
There
there.
was, there was still some good moments, but the last great season. I mean, last season was pretty
Last
good.
season was
With
really good.
Tyler,
Tyler, Casey,
yeah,
who else was there?
Angela, Brett,
Brett, Angela.
Rockstar, who didn't.
Stop.
How dare Brett do that to Rockstar on the day before
Their
her daughter's
daughter's
birthday?
birthday. No, it was on her daughter's birthday, wasn't it?
But then it was later revealed it was the day before. So that makes it even better.
What a lying. I mean, I can't believe she did that on the day before her daughter's birthday.
Oh man.
But besides that, the season before that was okay with like Cody and or no, was Cody and Jessica in that same season?
That was the one with Matt and Raven
Okay.
and
Jesus, that
Christmas.
Christmas. And Elena.
Paul's first season was good
Paul's first season was good.
when they brought, but Nicole should not have won. That take me off.
I think they learned their mistake that they shouldn't bring back veterans.
If they're gonna bring back veterans, make it a full veteran.
Yeah, I
Make
agree.
it an all-star.
Bring back Mike Boogie again, and watch
Bring oh Mike Boogie.
and watch one of the most overrated Big Brother players of all time.
Mike Boogie is overrated, but I love him so much. He's so entertaining.
All right, so for some reason we just got into a Big Brother diatribe there. All right, Matt. So what were you? Oh, El Camino.
El Camino was a thing.
That's what we were talking about. All right, so El Camino. What did you like and what did you dislike about the movie?
It was. This was such an anticipated movie for me because I love Breaking Bad so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably killed Vince Gilligan that he didn't tie up Jesse's conclusion as neatly as he would have liked in the finale. So, I mean, I can see that why this movie was made, but overall, now that I've watched it, did I really need El Camino to happen? No, I feel like the finale was fine the way it was. Was it nice to see the characters again? Yeah, but it's hard for me to find something that this movie added that it seemed like Vince Gilligan was like, I figured this story out and I needed to tell it, but I really didn't get anything that I felt was super necessary. Was it? I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was like a solid Breaking Bad episode, but I didn't love anything about it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I didn't hate anything.
So I'll talk about what I disliked first. I agree with you. It was
Okay.
completely unnecessary. I still really enjoyed it. I loved it. It was very Vince Gilligan-esque, and I loved it.
Yep.
But you're right, it's completely unnecessary. It's still nice to get closure that Jesse of what Jesse ended up like. The other thing is I don't like how much they foreshadowed him going to Alaska in the beginning. Excuse me,
Yeah.
because like that felt a little forced. But besides that,
They just needed a reason to have Mike Ehrmantraut in here. So
yeah, and I get that. Um, what I liked about it, the Walter Wright cameo was it made my heart feel good, especially them talking
yeah,
about like
same.
Jesse getting like his life back together and everything. Like that was just like such a
Hmm.
good feel good moment.
Yeah,
Um, Todd played a very just
Todd. He was Todd. He was
or
Todd.
I'm sorry, what's his name? Jesse Plums or something like that. Uh,
It's Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons. Yeah. And
Plemons something.
he played a very good, just very weird person. A very
Yeah, he was Todd.
he very
I
good.
still hate him.
Yeah,
He's still my least. He's still my most hated character in Breaking Bad, which that's the intention. So I'm pretty sure. So
like usual, Breaking Bad had top tier video work, cinematography. Um,
mhm.
besides that, I mean, obviously Aaron Paul did an incredible job.
Yeah,
Oh,
Aaron
the
Paul, freaking amazing.
the one thing I do like is right away they made it clear that Walter White was dead. There was no question about it. There was no
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
is he still alive at the end of the right away they talked about he was dead. Boom. Good character ending for him,
Nice. Yeah.
and we don't get that question mark.
Hmm.
Love it. Besides that,
Yep.
I really enjoyed it. Skinny and Badger
There
were
was
the
one. Yeah,
Skinny
I
and
like
Badger the
Skinny Pete and Badger.
best friends ever.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying? But one scene you liked?
It was so stupid, but it was probably one of the most funniest Breaking Bad moments ever. Was when he was in talking with the vacuum guy. What's his name?
Ed?
Ed, is that his name? Oh, rest in peace to the actor. I'm sorry. He died literally the day El Camino came out, which
Right.
is crazy. But it was the scene where he was in there, and then Jesse thought he had him figured out. He's like, "You didn't call the cops." Because then they would be nosing around here. What is Jesse Pinkman doing here? And then the cops pull up right then, and he just books it. And I freaking love that. That was one of the funniest scenes because you had Jesse Pinkman like, oh, he's got a little bit of Heisenberg in him. No, he's still Jesse. He's not Heisenberg.
Robert
That was probably my favorite scene.
Robert Forrester.
Robert Forster, rest in
Oh
peace,
yeah, he
man.
played in Jackie Brown. That's where I recognized him from.
Yeah, he played in a lot of stuff.
And in Like Mike, which is an underrated sports movie.
Oh God, I'm not. I'm gonna stay out of that one.
um, but it was
Oh God,
funny.
his audio went out again.
Oh my
What's going on? I feel like he's
god,
pranking me.
I'm not.
You're back. Okay.
But the movie, it was funny. It was sad. It was Breaking Bad esque.
Yes.
It
It it was. There's nothing I can say bad about it other than was it really necessary? I
right,
don't think so. But you know what? I'll take all the Breaking Bad I can get. So is Better Call Saul really necessary? No, but I'm loving every second of
right,
it.
exactly. It provided me with closure, and I loved it. Um,
Hmm.
I really wish we would have saw Saul in it, but I guess that wouldn't have made a lot of sense.
I
Um,
did, and I thought that would have been a perfect way to get ratings back up for Better Call Saul
Better
because
Call
ratings have
Saul.
been kind of slipping, and I don't want this.
Really?
I don't want this show to end prematurely because it's really good.
There's no way they end that show
But
prematurely.
no, there's no way AMC could do that.
Um,
I mean, it's still a great show, man. I
right.
freaking love it.
Besides that, yeah, I got nothing else to say about it. I loved it. It was if 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 you watch this movie without watching Breaking Bad,
Yeah, why
you would
would
have
you do
not
that?
liked it.
Why?
Right, you would have not liked it.
But I don't get why you would do that.
It wouldn't have been a bad movie,
I don't
but
see.
it wouldn't have been your
I just
favorite
not.
movie.
I just feel like it would have been an average movie watching experience. You would have been like, okay, I guess that was a thing.
Right.
But I mean, I
But I
feel
mean,
like
like, who hasn't watched Breaking
if
Bad?
there's anyone that watched El Camino and didn't watch Breaking Bad, you deserve to not enjoy that movie.
Exactly.
Okay,
And we're also
because
at the
you're
point
freaking
of like,
stupid.
why haven't you watched Breaking Bad yet? Like,
Right. I mean, it's 2019, folks. Come on, you freaking boomers. Why don't you wake up?
Boomers.
Watch Breaking Bad. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Freaking millennials.
All right, Matt. Since we're basically out of content and we're just cleaning the strings here, we're gonna do another draft. So
Ooh,
we are going to
that's
draft.
hot.
We are going to draft Breaking Bad episodes. Um,
I thought it was moments.
oh,
Frick.
we can do
Frick.
either. We can do either. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care either.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to pull up.
Oh god, audio went out again.
Um,
It's gonna come back any
coin
second now, though. Any
flipper.
second, this audio is gonna come back. Now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
what's going to happen?
Cannot hear Kate. There it is. He's back. He's
Ladies
back.
and
All
gentlemen,
right.
what's going to happen on my screen? We have a coin flipper provided by Google. Heads is for episodes.
We're sponsored by Google, guys. I don't know if you've known, but
Heads is for episodes. Tails is for moments.
moments. What do we got? What do we got?
We have heads. It's episodes.
Heads. Frick. I'm boned. I don't know episodes names.
Oh. To be fair, most of the moments.
I can just.
Yeah, most of the moments are like part of the good episodes.
I can just look it up really quick and I'll be good.
Okay. All right. So
we are
Matt,
rolling, folks.
So Matt,
yes.
Since we both have had an option to pick first in our draft and everything, we're also going to flip for heads and tails for Snake, or Snake or conventional, and who gets first pick. So.
All right.
Heads is for conventionals, or let's do tails for conventional, and Snake is heads.
Sure.
And we have conventional drafting, and then would you like heads or tails to draft first? I'll let you pick.
Let's go heads.
I really hope you don't get first pick. I get first pick. Let's go.
Man, and I can't even see this coin. I bet you he's lying.
It's all backed up on video. I am an honest man.
He's gonna take Azamuduba. That's what he's taking.
Yes. So we will play the draft.
I don't know what it's called, but that's it.
We will play the draft.
Oh
sound
frick!
effect.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Oh, why am I getting a playback error? That's not ideal.
That's not ideal.
All right, Matt, give me the sound effect for draft.
You
get worse and worse.
I started strong and I kind of, I don't know. I don't know why. Shut. I'm not even listening to you.
All right, Matt. So with the first
take
pick,
Azamuduba.
Take
Azamuduba.
With the first pick in the 2019 Breaking Bad episodes draft. I'm sorry, the 2019 Breaking Bad, not moments, but episodes draft. I'm going to pick Season 5, Episode 14, Ozymandians. This is without a doubt the best episode that has ever aired on a television broadcast before.
Oh, frick.
From beginning to end, it is one of the most tense episodes. Major characters die, as in Gomi, Hank. Hank almost arrested Walt, but thanks to the Nazis, Hank got away. Walt got away. Walt gives up Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Wait, does Walt give up Jesse in the final episode or Ozymandians?
In Ozymandias, he still says, "You still owe me Jesse Pinkman," and then they take him away.
Aha.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he was hiding under the truck.
Right.
Because Walt spotted him under the truck, and he's like, boom, and then they took him away, and he was like, "Aw, man, maybe I don't like you."
So, like, in that episode, like, I feel like there's a few cliffhangers that they leave us on. I feel like they leave us on a cliffhanger of the Nazis first rolling up. They leave us on a cliffhanger of either Hank looking at Gomi dead. They leave us on a cliffhanger of Walt saying, "You want Jesse Pinkman? I found him." I feel like it might have ended on one of those cliffhangers, but it might have not. I don't exactly remember. But yes, without a doubt, Ozymandians is not only the best episode in Breaking Bad, but the best episode that's ever been broadcasted over a television. So.
All right, I'm just trying to look up episode names. So.
Hey, you're fine. Take your time. It's not like we, aren't.
It's not like we're live or anything.
It's not like we're a podcast or anything. One of the members didn't come prepared.
You said come.
Okay, Matthew.
All right, I'm looking. I think this is the one. Shout out to my trash Wi-Fi for taking forever to load up. Okay, load up the plot synopsis for the episode. No, that's the wrong one.
Oh boy.
Hi, my
All right.
name's Matt.
With the second pick in the
With the second
2019
pick, 2019.
Breaking Bad, not moments but episodes draft.
It is. I mean, shoot. I'll just go. You know what? I'll go with Face Off. All right.
Son of a gun.
Who doesn't love Face Off? All right. The season finale of season 4. Gus Fring, his face gets blown the frick up. I mean, it was an intense scene. Underrated moment was Walter coming back to his house. He's like, "Oh frick, are they in there waiting for me?" And then he calls his neighbor. Can't remember that old lady's name.
Oh,
but
we're gonna go with Janet because that sounds right. Or
yeah,
Helen.
something like that. I don't know, but that was a really good scene, and that's just a great episode. And frick, right after that, I remember after watching that one, I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like I wanted to continue so badly, but I knew I only had a season left to watch, and I wanted to savor it. So I actually stopped watching after Face Off for about a week or two.
Really?
And I remember it killed me because I wanted to savor it, man. This was something special when I was watching it the first time. But I love Face Off so much, and it's one of my favorites. And I knew it would probably be high up on your list, so I decided to take it. It was a safe pick.
Face Off, very good episode. All right, so with my next
pick, baby.
With my next pick, I am going to pick season 5, episode 15, Felina, or however you pronounce it. Felina, sure. It's not a real name. Yeah, it's the season finale of Breaking Bad. We get closure on Walter White's story. We see how he ends up. He comes back to save Jesse. He comes back to take revenge against the Nazis. Just incredible show. It was the perfect ending to a perfect show.
It's a good time, dude. This is so fun.
All right, Matt, with the 4th pick.
Fly. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking it. Listen, all right. Let me just quickly say, I don't hate Fly. All right, it's just when I'm watching this action-packed, what's gonna happen next? It just comes to a screeching halt. Mm-hmm. If I'm just like looking for some good Walter White, Jesse Pinkman moments, I'll revisit it. I'll have a good time with it. But I'm just saying, this is one of the craziest, most action-packed. What's gonna happen next shows? Fly, get the freak out of here. I'm trying to see some crazy stuff happen. All right. I think I've stalled long enough. We're just going to... All right. This is another one of my favorite moments, so we're going to go with this episode. I love season 4 so much. All right. We're going to go with Crawl Space. We're going to go Crawl Space. That ending of Crawl Space, I remember watching that. His maniacal laugh and that freaking sound design of that, just like
goosebumps.
I don't even know what it was. It was just like, holy cow! Everything is just coming to an end. It feels like, and there's nothing Walter White can do. I was like scared, like actually like looking around, like, frick, is this happening to me too? Oh man, and that's the thing I love about Breaking Bad, man. The entire anytime I rewatch the show, the rest of my life I feel like, oh shoot, I'm a drug dealer now. I feel a little scummy, but I'm enjoying it, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's a good time. So I'm gonna pick Crawl Space.
Very good episode. I didn't have it on my wish list, so that's good for me. But it's hard to leave off episodes, dude. With my 5th pick, well, it's actually my 3rd pick, but the 5th pick, I am going to pick season 3, episode 7, 1 minute. So. What happens in 1 minute? 1 minute is probably one of the more tenser episodes. This is when Hank assaults Jesse for calling that fake Marie hospital report in. So Hank gives up his gun. What else happens? I'm pretty sure this is where. Walt and Jesse meet in the hospital, and Jesse's like, I'm going to sue your brother for every single penny or
Yes.
whatever.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that was such a good monologue by. That's one of the better monologues in the show, and I think it's overlooked a lot. But I love that monologue
Mm-hmm.
by Aaron Paul. And then it obviously ends uh, with Hank being attacked by the what were the
Twins.
twins' names? Yeah, Leonel and something like
I don't
that.
remember those. They're just the twins, man.
They are just the twins. The cousins, actually. Oh, they're
Cause
Leonel and Marco Salamanca. They attack
there you
Hank.
go.
They attack Hank after Hank gets a warning call from who we would find out is Gus Fring or Mike Ehrmantraut or somebody in that circle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that might be one of that, with the exception of Crawl Space, that's probably the most tense moment of the show.
Heck yeah. All right. All right, dude. You scared me because I thought you were gonna. I was looking for my favorite episode. Luckily, no one's taken it yet. I
Mhm.
located it. It's season 3, episode 6, right before 1 minute. This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. That was holy cow! That entire scene where Hank follows Jesse right to Walt in the RV.
Mhm.
I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is freaking it. Hank's gonna bust Walt, and then it comes out that Walt's got the most evil plan ever. He's gonna freaking make Saul Goodman's secretary fake a 911 call saying Marie got into a serious car accident, and oh my god, that's messed up. That's like worlds are finally colliding, his personal life and his freaking crime life, and it's like he left him no more choice. And oh my god, I love that scene so much. It's freaking intense. I seriously thought Hank was gonna get Walter, and it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite episode ever. So, freaking Sunset, baby, season 3, episode 6.
So with my next pick, I am going to pick the episode Half Measures. That is
Ooh, that's a good one.
episode 12 of the third season of Breaking Bad. Um,
Yeah.
it opens by the Wendy compilation. Um,
Yes.
but besides that, it has the ending of this episode is my favorite moment in all of Breaking Bad. Jesse goes to
Oof.
kills the drug dealers that killed
Yes.
what's his name? Um, what was
Combo.
Tomas?
Tomas and they killed Combo, right?
Yeah, well,
Because Tomas killed
Tomas
Combo.
killed Combo, and then the drug dealers killed Tomas. So Jesse goes to kill him. He finally relapses into meth. He smokes one
Mm-hmm.
up. He goes out to kill him. We see these two
What?
guys. We see these two guys go outside the car, flash their guns, and here comes Walter White with his car and runs them both over. Oh man.
And then he just goes, run.
Well,
He's like, oh,
after
frick.
shooting one in the head.
Oh, yeah, one right in freaking head, dude. Oh, my
Dude, how
God. And
many
then Jesse
times?
was like, what?
All right, it's time to look up this question. How many times did Walter White have to fix his windshield? Um, let's see. Looks like it's 3 times. Yeah, no, so like I'm
3
rewatching.
times.
I'm re.
Okay.
Well, I'm not rewatching it, but I'm making my girlfriend watch Breaking Bad for the first time, and she just
Mm-hmm.
got to the part of Salamanca blowing up Gus Fring. Um, and she texted me like
Oof.
she was like watching it at like 3 a.m. because she's a nurse and she has a weird sleep schedule. But she texted me like
Right.
right as she saw like Gus blow up and then Walter White with the Lily of the Valley potch, and she just texted me
Yeah.
like, "I hate Walter now." And I was like, "Oh, how do you hate Walter?"
Yeah. Dude, there's got to be some point where you're like, you either hate Walter or you're like, all right, you're crossing some lines now, bro.
Right.
For some people, it's like where he killed Jane. but I think it
Yeah.
had to be for me the same spot where he poisoned Rock. He poisoned a kid, bro. That's messed.
I never
That's
hated
messed.
Walter. I'm one of those guys who never hated Walter.
Well, you are a sick man. You are a sick man. You can still love him, but yeah, oh my god, you're like, you are an awful person.
Uh,
All right, is it my turn to pick an episode?
yes. I have one
Because
more
I'm
that I
kind of
hope you don't pick.
caught between two. I'm caught between two because they're right next to each other, and they both have such great scenes.
With the sixth pick, Matt.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go season 5, episode 11, Confessions.
Confession.
The awkward dinner
Awkward.
with Skylar and Walter and Hank and Marie, only for them to not come to a mutual agreement. This is like a free agent. This is like a trade that just couldn't, that John Dorsey couldn't make happen. All right, so Walter just slips Hank this tape, and when this tape is revealed that he's framing it all on Hank, oh my god, I was like laughing at how angry Hank was, and just how like I can see Walter doing this. And then when it finally comes out that Walter paid for Hank's recovery after he was shot, he was so upset, and he's like, he's got me. I can't get him now because that money was directly with him. And I'm like, oh, it's such a good moment just to see how angry Hank was. That's like a freaking, oh, that's like a Hail Mary play, and Walter White is Aaron Rodgers. Holy frick, I love that episode.
So I agree. That was a great moment. There's a video on YouTube of them popping that tape in, and it's a video. It's a video of Bryan Cranston from Malcolm in the Middle roller skating. And they added that in. And Hank and Marie are giving them like the stupid like a blank expression, like angry faces while still watching it. It's such a good video edit.
Oh, that's perfect. That's an untapped meme right there. That could be so much better utilized right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm about to gain a monopoly on the best back-to-back episodes in the show. Not only did I get the back-to-back episodes of Ozymandians and Felina, but I'm now taking half measure, and now I'm taking full measure.
Full measures.
Season 3, episode 13. Okay. Another very tense scene where Walter and Jesse realize that Gus and Victor and is Victor his name? Yeah, Victor and Mike are finally zoning in on them. They're about to kill them, but Walter has one more Hail Mary, and that's to get Jesse to kill Gale.
Oh, I love that scene so much.
Such a good part where
the look on Mike Ehrentraut's face, like when he realizes,
what did you just do? And then Walter like throws out the address right there, and oh my god, such a good show.
Wantabo Avenue. I forget the address, but it's Wantabo Avenue, apartment 6.
You're right.
And Mike Ehrentraut's like, no. Oh, I love that scene so much. Just that little scene. I think that's the same episode where Saul takes Walter to meet Jesse in the laser tag place.
Yes.
So that they could talk and plan it out.
Yes.
I love that. I love that scene too. Oh, that's such a good. They're all so good, dude. I can't even be mad at you for any of these. They're all so good.
All right. You're next.
What's between two? All right. I'm just gonna take. I guess I'll take the one right before Confessions, and that's Buried. Season 5, episode 10.
This is where season 5.
Dude, I love season 5.
Season 5 is incredible.
See, they're all good.
I think season 3 is probably the best season, but season 5 is next after that.
Season 3 is where it really starts to like it. That's its prime years, all right. And I mean, it ended like Andrew Luck, all right. It still had some great years left in it, all right. These are so stupid, but yeah, Buried is season 5, episode 10. Hank knows Walter White is Heisenberg, and I'm not going to remember much, but I'm just going to remember that scene of Hank closing his garage
to
talk to Hank, and then Walter's just like, Hank, what's wrong? And then finally, once he gets it up, he's like, it was you all along. And then Walter gives my favorite line delivery, and he's like, "If you truly think that I am this man, then you best tread lightly." And then the look on Hank's face where he's like, "I want to knock this dude out so
Mm-hmm.
bad, but he's right." Oh my god, I love it so much. Oh, it's such a great moment, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that's also the that's. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. Okay,
I
I'm kind
forgot.
of reading the all the
Yeah,
breakdowns of these episodes, just seeing if I can't
yeah.
anything in those. But
Some of them are so vague when you get to season 5 because they don't want to give anything away
right, all right. So
when you're just looking at them.
we have 2 picks left each, correct?
Yeah, that's fine. We can go with that.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think because I have 4 episodes left here, and I want to take one episode last because it's not the best episode, but it's probably one of my favorite episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. Tohajili or
Oh god, I
whatever it
lost your
is.
sound.
To oh boy.
Frick. Oh no, you're back. You're back. You're good. Does that sometimes?
Tohajili is really good. That's where
That is an episode.
it's
That is.
that's where Walt gets arrested. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
hold on, I've got to look at this one really quickly, and if I really like this one, then we're picking it. What happens
All right.
in this one? Um, see, I want to take Phoenix,
Phoenix.
but
That's the name I remember.
to Water on Mars.
Oh, that gives it away right there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pick season 4, episode 10, Salute. I really like Salute. It
Okay.
was so we get the flashback of how the Chicken Brothers became and how the hatred between Salamanca
Mm-hmm.
and Gus Fring became. And this is
Yeah.
where this is one of my favorite ones because Jesse like finally proves himself to Gus and everything,
Uh-huh.
and it's a very like um, solid kind of like character arc for Jesse and for Gus that he
Uh-huh.
actually looks at him as useful. This is also where Walt Jr. gets a PT Cruiser as his car, and
Hey, that's so awkward.
what else? Oh, and this is where Skylar confronts Ted about buying a new Mercedes or a new Mercedes
Mm.
when she just gave him the money.
Ted Beneke, man, he's for some reason he's
God,
right up there with Todd as my least favorite
yes,
characters.
yes,
Todd's a much awful human being, but Ted, oh god, you're annoying, dude.
I
Like
agree.
I know you haven't killed anyone, but a Mercedes? Are you freaking serious,
I
bro?
completely agree.
Ted, you know what? I'm glad your neck is broke, man. I don't even care.
Oh yeah. Also, one of my favorite parts from this is when Jesse first gets to like the Mexican lab with Gus and Mike and all of them, and like one of the first things
Oh yeah,
he stands up like right to the head chemist. He's like, if this is
yeah,
like the standard or whatever, and he starts making everybody clean everything, and like he was like, I won't cook until I get
yes.
phenacetic acid or whatever. Man, such a good episode. All
And then
right.
Gus is like, not bad. This guy's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Matt.
All right, for my second last episode pick. My second last pick, I gotta go with season 2, episode 8, Better Call
Okay.
Saul. All right, we are
Ooh.
introduced to a great character in Better Call Saul. We are revealed that not only is he a great character, but he's got bad knees. All right, and Walter White is in fact not Mr. Mayhew. Um, just such a great The opening is amazing because that's where we see Badger and his drug deal gone bad, where he thinks he's like, all right, this guy's totally a cop, but he is somehow convinced that he isn't a cop, and he gets busted. And it's one of the funniest moments in Breaking Bad is that opening to Better Call Saul. And then we're just introduced to Saul Goodman, one of my favorite characters in TV history. And that's all I gotta say about Better Call Saul. It's a great episode, and it's also a great show.
All right. So
Are you ready?
for my final pick, it's
Final
not.
pick.
So I have 2 more ahead of this, but this is gonna be
Okay.
my final pick. This is probably my favorite Breaking Bad episode. It's probably it's one of the most wholesome and sad episodes. Peekaboo.
Oh gosh, Peekaboo. No, the ATM on the head.
Yeah.
Oh
So it
yeah.
it's just such a just wholesome but like sad show mechanic
Yeah.
of Jesse and the little kid who's obviously, he's just stuck in a meth house with two parents who don't care whatsoever, and it's such
Oh
a
god, I lost your sound.
oh
Lost your sound, but I agree. This is a very touching episode.
oh boy.
I'm
There's
sure it'll come back any
I'm
second.
sure
Come on now.
probably maybe
Yeah, it's
not.
back. We're back. We're back.
But
We're back.
it's just so wholesome to watch how Jesse just watched for the kid and
Hmm.
called the called the cops once he finally left and everything. This is also where Walter Jr. Um, oh wait, is it? No, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Um, so this
Oh, come on. Is this the one where Walter Jr. ate breakfast?
no.
What?
Pancakes. Uh, this is this is I think this is one of the final, with the exception of the last episode, this is the final one with Gretchen, because this is where Walt and Gretchen talk about like,
Yeah.
how she can, or
Oh, yes.
yes, so like
Yeah.
Skylar calls Gretchen and Gretchen's like, why does your wife think we're giving you money when we're not? Um, but yeah,
Hmm.
this is my favorite Breaking
Oh,
Bad
my
episode.
heck yes. Oh, man. Is this my final pick?
Yes.
Final pick. I got to go with season 1, episode 2.
Ooh.
Not the pilot. What's it called? Cats in the Bag. This is where, okay, Walter White kills Crazy 8, folks, and it's not pretty.
Spoiler.
Um, it's everything we said is a spoiler, all right? So I'm just reading the plot synopsis. They bring the RV back to Jesse's house after all that junk just happened in the desert.
Spoiler.
So Emilio's dead, right? Emilio died because of
Yes,
the
Amelia died because
hydrofluoric
of
acid.
the mustard gas, I believe, is what it was.
Yeah, something like that. And Crazy Eight's just chilling in the freaking basement with a motorcycle locked to his neck, which is kind of hilarious. Just the fact that Vince Gilligan's like, oh, what can we use to try? A motorcycle lock. Well, all right. And just this is another underrated wholesome moment when Walter cut the crust off for
Mhm.
Crazy 8.
Mhm.
What a kind man.
Mhm.
All right. I mean, he's gonna kill him later with a plate shard, but no. He strangles
doesn't.
him.
He strangles him with the
Crazy
bike
8
lock.
steals the plate shard and
Yep.
he grabs the bike lock and strangles him to death, which, is his first death, really. I mean, like, hand. It's hard to explain. Like, he had to kill Emilio, but did he really have to kill Crazy 8? It's up in the air, especially after Crazy 8 was, like, trying to humanize himself to save his life, and it really got Walter questioning it. And then we got to see Walter White come up with the great excuse that he's buying pot from one of his former students to Skylar, which is, heck yeah, bring
That's
me more of that. I'm like,
hilarious.
heck yeah. And then we can hear one of the greatest voicemails of all time, which is Jesse Pinkman's.
Yo, yo, yo.
Can't get to the phone.
Represent the
ABQ.
ABQ. Leave at the tone.
That's such a great episode. Like, I love the pilot episode. It obviously gets you interested, obviously gets you wanting to watch more. But I think season 1, episode 2 is where it really starts to go down.
I think one of the
become a
more
Breaking Bad show that we all love.
one of the more overlooked scenes in the show is when Walter is just scrambling to find that one broken piece of the plate.
Because he's like, because he was going to let him go if it wasn't for that.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this the entire time until he has to do it. And it's just like,
he was going to let Crazy 8 go if it wasn't for that. Yeah. And it's like, had Crazy 8 not stolen that plate shard, where would we be?
Yeah.
All right, everything would have changed.
Because there's the point where, obviously Walt kills Emilio with the mustard gas, but that's not really Breaking Bad like. But that scene of Walt trying to scramble to find the last missing plate piece, so he doesn't have to kill Crazy 8. That was the perfect representation of how Breaking Bad was going to play out, and it was perfect. Yeah, it's such a good introduction.
Is episode 2 where they use the acid in the bathtub and then it just goes all over Jesse's house?
Yep.
What a great time. That seemed like a good cleaning
That
montage to be a part of.
it's also the episode where Skylar confronts Jesse about selling pot, and while he's dragging the dead body.
Yeah. And then Jesse's like, "Yeah,
Oh,
okay."
yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh, I love
Oh,
this show so much. All right.
all right. Well,
So is that it, or do you have one more? I think that
that's.
was it for
I
us.
mean, if you want to draft one more, you can draft another one if you want.
Dude, they're all so good. I
I
could
had two
draft them all,
more. I had
man.
two more I wanted to draft, which was
Dude,
Tohulehi
freaking.
and
What were they?
Tohulehi, which was where Walter gets arrested, and Phoenix,
Okay.
where Jane dies. So those are my two left that
Yeah.
I had on my wish list.
I was close to taking the pilot just because you look back and it's like so much happens in one episode. It's like, oh my God. Freaking, dude. But you could say that about every episode. So much. Oh my God. I love it so much. Unless it's The Fly.
Yeah.
Well, then nothing happens. But it's still a good episode.
There's a few slow episodes in the beginning.
Yeah.
That like rewatching it this time, I was like, okay. It does
Yeah.
take a while. Like I told my girlfriend, I was like, after like this certain point, which I'm pretty sure is where it's where Walt kills Jane. I was like, this is where Breaking Bad starts finally picking up. Is like,
Or it's like, all right, this is prime Breaking Bad right now.
right? Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, the early episodes are still good. Like it's not as crazy or as exciting or as action packed, but it's still really good and enjoyable. And it's like, it's really good to watch if you're like just to have on the background. It's perfect to have on for that kind of stuff.
It's set and developed characters flawlessly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna watch the later episodes and appreciate what the early episodes did. It's just it's the perfect show. It's my favorite TV show of all time. I freaking love it.
Now I need another Breaking Bad spin-off of Mike Ehrmantraut as a Philadelphia police officer, and then I think.
Oh my God, we've had a few flashbacks in Better Call Saul, but shoot,
oh really?
Give me more, man. Yeah. Did you watch the last season?
Like I said, the last episode of Better Call Saul I watched was when Jimmy and whatever his lady friend's name was, Kim,
Kim Wexler.
were conning that guy at the pool. So like that was like early in season 2.
Yeah. Dude, season 2 is good. That's all good. Netflix hasn't put up season 4 yet, but they should right before season 5 comes out.
And also I remember
it's all good, man.
There was that I want to say his name's Ron Howard, the actor. He gets like a big Hummer with flames on it, yellow and red flames after someone tells him Layla.
What, is that his name? He stole my baseball cards, which I realize is probably me if I was in the Breaking Bad universe, because I'm surrounded by sports cards right now, and if I was anywhere in this drug ring, this is probably what I would spend it on, and probably what my number one concern would be is someone trying to steal my baseball cards. So, you know what? He's a nerd, but you know what? I'm just like,
I got to
what is that guy's name though?
It's not
because he was in the office too. He was.
What?
Remember, he was the one that had to. Remember when Dwight hired someone to get rid of that beehive?
Oh, that is him.
Yes, that is him, right?
Wait, no, that's not the same guy. No.
Yes, it is.
They talk the same. They talk the same. That is not the same guy.
No, it's the same guy.
There's no way that's the same guy.
I will bet my life on it.
They talk.
Better Call Saul IMDb. Dude, it's the same person. I'm telling you.
Mark Prokish. Prokish.
Prilosec.
Is he in the office? He's in the office? That's him?
I told you.
He was in 19 episodes?
Yeah.
Nate?
He was Dwight's little buddy.
Oh my God, I didn't realize.
Nate, he worked in the warehouse in the later seasons, remember?
I remember him. I didn't think that was the same guy.
Remember when Daryl wanted to give that girl the crocheted hat, but he gives it to Nate? Mm-hmm. And then he's like, I love it, man.
Huh. That's interesting.
The more you know, man. Connecting my two favorite TV shows together. I love it.
Ron Howard. Who the hell was I thinking of?
Ron Howard. He's the little kid in Andy Griffith's show, and he became a director.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's Ron Howard. That's why I'm like, what? Why are we talking about the Andy Griffith show?
That's not Ron Howard at all. Yeah, okay. Who am I thinking of? Oh, I know who it is. I don't know who it is, but I know what one of the movies he starred in.
What is it?
Alvin and the Chipmunks. Uh,
The Squeakquel or Road Chip?
I hate that you know either of those.
This is important, okay? There was one where they
Why
were
did I
stuck
think
on an
David
island.
Cross's name was
David Cross, because he's bald with glasses.
Yes.
Dude, David Cross was the only good thing about those movies.
He looks a lot like him.
Yeah, I can kind of see it now. He's like a, yeah, I can see it.
And he was in a show with Bob Odenkirk.
Heck yeah! Everything is connected, folks.
Everything is connected. We're in the Matrix. Do you know what's not?
And
Do you know what's not connected, Matt?
oh, guys, this could be something I like, and you're gonna make fun of it. What?
No, it's not. I don't know. I was hoping you had some stupid pun or something to end this horrible content that we sent out.
The Matrix, more like make
Okay.
make Trix cereal.
All right. For any reason that you would like to sponsor this
Thanks.
garbage content, please feel free to email the show at thebrownmambashow@gmail.com or tweet the
We
show.
also accept threats. If you want to send a threat our way, let us know.
If you want to send any racial epithet towards our way, as long as you're giving us money, I don't care. Uh, besides that, you can follow the show on Twitter at Brown Mamba Show. Feel free to tweet the show. Feel free to leave comments in in our.
Feel
episode.
free to swat us.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, never mind. Don't do that. That's not cool. I don't want to die.
I hate you. I'm probably gonna have to cut that out. All right, so
Feel
Matt,
free to swat us.
on your
That's
lower
going to be in our next merch.
on your lower left and right, you can point to your Twitter and YouTube accounts at Matt Mamba24 on Twitter and Fat Matt Mamba.
God, every time, man.
See, that's
I
just
hate
like
that
that's
no
a
one else-
that's a little hidden gem
Yeah.
that just like probably like
Just
10 people know
just
about.
a gem. Just a gem. I don't know if it's a gem. It's an Easter egg. But all right, you can follow Casey at. Oh God, what's your Twitter? Hold on,
Do
let
you
me
have
guess
anything
this.
else you'd like to plug?
Brandon Whedon has been
No, that's
blackballed
not a
for
plug.
many.
That's not a plug.
Oh. Anything else I would like to plug in? I have a charger for my phone.
All right, and you
I
can
can
also
plug that.
follow me at cbrownie45.
cbrownie_45
on Twitter.
I nailed it.
The Big Sale 45 on Twitch because I definitely stream a lot. That's definitely something.
Fortnite and Tetris.
Fortnite and my Christian Minecraft server.
And Checkers Online.
And Checkers Online. But besides that, please feel free to interact with the show in any way possible. And as our saying goes now, if the money's there, we don't care. So please sponsor us. We will make it worth your while.
And please stay tuned for the next episode where we play Checkers Online.
Stay tuned in the next 2 months when we probably make our next episode.
Yeah, you never know when we're gonna decide to be responsible.
Yeah, you don't know when we're gonna record, and neither do we.
Yeah, we're like Breaking Bad. You don't know what's gonna happen next.
All right, way to tie it in there, Matt. All right, Brown Mamba Show.
Yeah,
even though it says
I peeked at Checkers Online. That's all I had.
Okay. Even though it says episode 8 at the top there, Brown Mamba Show episode 9. Thank you for watching.
It's episode 9. hear you.
Oh.
That
His
was
name
pretty
was
cool.
Robert Paulson.
Maybe it's Gene
His name was
Simmons, lead
Robert
singer
Paulson.
from Kiss.
His
Is that
name
who
was
you were
Robert
recommending?
Paulson. His
Gene
name was
Simmons
Robert
from
Paulson.
Kiss.
His name was
That's what I'm
Robert
getting.
Paulson. His name was
Discord,
Robert
quit being so
Paulson.
laggy, bro.
His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
No, I
His
don't think
name was
Dean
Robert
Cain would
Paulson.
be a good
His
Batman,
name
you
was
freaking idiot.
His name was
Jesus.
Robert Paulson.
Dean Cain, are you serious?
His name was Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson.
Cannot hear anything.
His name was Robert
Discord
Paulson.
is trash.
His
It's
name
not Discord,
was
I'm
Robert
sorry.
Paulson. His name was Robert 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 Paulson. His name was
Robert Paulson?
His name.
Robert Paulson?
His name was Robert Paulson.
Is he saying Robert Paulson?
His name was Robert Paulson.
It looks like you're saying Robert Paulson.
How did you get that? Or you can hear me. You probably can hear me. If you can hear me,
What?
If you can hear me and you don't say anything, then Kobe's trash.
Kobe is not trash, bro.
Yeah,
Get the heck
you
out of
heard
here.
me. You heard me.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way this kid got Robert Paulson finally after all that.
Robert Paulson.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, you've never seen Fight Club?
Fight Club. Okay, yeah. I'm not good with names. Unless it's something I obsess over, then yes, I know everything.
What's Brett Favre's birthday?
What?
What's Brett Favre's
Brett
birthday?
Favre's birthday? It's October 10th.
God Christ.
Brett Lorenzo Favre, man.
I hate that you know that.
Kobe's is August 23rd. He was one away from his birthday being 8/24, and that would have been epic.
That would have been an epic gamer moment.
Epic Fortnite moments, part 7.
All right. Well, Matt, that was a good show.
It was a show.
Good shows.
Oh, double feature. That's gonna be in the double feature DVD section for $5.
All right. Well, I'll catch you later then, Matt.
All right.
I have fun.
I get to eat now.
I hate that we agreed on so much today.
Dude, that ticks me off. Next episode, we gotta do something with debating or like hot takes or like, all right, most overrated movie, something, man. We gotta find something
We're gonna have
hate.
an overrated podcast because we seem to throw that word around a lot, mostly me.
Yes, everything we think is overrated.
Yes. Okay.
We're just gonna have a list of sports, movies, everything.
I like this. All right. That sounds
beautiful.
Good. That sounds good.
I'm writing it down right now.
All right. All right. I will catch you later, Matt. I have some
I'm probably gonna look dumb at some point.
Oh yeah, well, no. I was gonna say out of all 5 sports that I'm fans of, basketball's second to last for me. Like I don't.
Basketball is slowly dropping for me. I don't know. Dude. Ever since Kobe retired, it's been hard for me.
I pay more attention to hockey now than I do basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
I think baseball has passed NBA for me.
As in good or bad?
Oh, baseball. I've been watching more baseball than basketball.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. You know, I've slowly been getting into hockey these past few years, and just
I still can't get into hockey.
I see it. I mean, going to hockey games are fun. That's the way I've kind of been getting into it. And then I
went to one Lake Erie's Monster game like 8 years ago.
We went. Oh
yeah, that was with you. That was with you.
Yeah, it was dope. We were right up on the glass.
Heck yeah! I was trying to catch some teeth.
One of the most recent hockey games or like Erie games we went to, I went with like my little nephew, and
Hmm.
like 3 rows behind us, and I don't. Uvalde only went once, so I don't know if you remember, but tracking the puck is so hard,
Hmm.
and like you just completely lose it, and the puck completely went out of stands and domed some lady right in the head. She was bleeding all over the place. So like for the rest of the game, I was like right next to my little nephew. I was like, all right, I'm keeping a hawk eye on this
Ah.
puck the entire time. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna be dumb for the Eastern Conference. Holy
Oh,
cow.
dude, my Eastern Conference, I had no idea what to put.
Cavs.
I could
I don't
see the
even. I
Cavs being
couldn't
an
even.
8 seed, I guess.
Dude, no.
They're gonna be bad.
Uh, at least Cavs tickets are cheap if you
Yeah, that's
are
true.
really bored. If you're really bored,
Not
you're like,
really.
yeah, let's go to the Cavs
Not
game.
that bored. I'd
Nah,
rather go
probably
down to
not.
the casino than go to the Cavs.
I'd rather have a homeless man rob me.
I
Oh,
mean,
the Nuggets are a
I'd
team.
rather have a homeless man rob you than Dan Gilbert rob you. So
Oh my! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many good teams in the West, man. Holy cow!
yeah, I know. West, I had a problem doing, but I think I like my list. I like my list for the West.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really? That's 8? Oh shoot!
Right? It's hard.
All right. The Kings, man. The Kings are a thing too. Kinda. I mean, they just
We'll
paid Buddy
see.
Hield a ridiculous amount of money. Mavericks are a thing. Holy
Celtics just paid Jalen Brown a ridiculous amount of money.
yeah, I saw that.
I mean, like I really like Jalen Brown, but come on.
Oh, I got a kitty. Hi.
I'll get my dog. No, she's too fat.
Are you fat? I don't
What's
know where
that
to
one's
put
name?
you. Little kitty.
Please tell me your cat's
Hi.
name is not Little Kitty.
Yeah, I named her myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. Hi. Hi. Yeah, you missed me. Okay.
All right. You
Where do
ready?
I put you?
You ready to start this up?
Give me like 2 more. Oh, frick. Cat hair. Give me 2 seconds for the East.
I got you.
I got cat hair everywhere now.
Shake, shake, shake the room. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room.
What? I gave you food.
Oh, dude,
Raptors, I guess.
I just looked at my championship pick again, and like, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Oh boy.
My championship pick is my 7th seed, by the way.
Your 7th seed?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Let's see. I have Raptors Celtics. All right.
Boy.
Who else is a thing? Heat, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Nets have Kyrie.
Oh,
Um,
Bucks. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's a
Bucks
thing.
are, Bucks are going to be a good team, Matt.
All right, fella. Who, dude, it's so hard because I can't keep up with these free agency moves and for the friggin'
Matt, we made like a
East.
5-hour podcast on that.
I know, and I forgot all of it.
I
I
did
have
too.
dementia,
I
okay?
did too. My name's
And I
Larry
have
the Cable
psoriatic
Guy,
arthritis.
and I take Prilosec OTC.
Me and my boy Phil Mickelson are hyped about that psoriatic arthritis.
Oh, yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Gee,
Mavericks.
what? The
Mavericks.
Knicks. The Taj Gibson led Knicks. Wizards? Are they a thing? Is Beal still a wizard? I think he is.
Yes. They just paid
Uh,
Beal a
eh,
stupid amount of money,
they did, yeah. Pacers? They
right?
got people, didn't they?
Bradley Beal
Didn't the
contract.
Pacers?
Pacers made some good moves.
Sure, let's throw the Pacers.
Oh yeah, wait, no. Yeah, 2-year. Wait, how? What? What's his contract?
Hawks are a decent team too.
Yeah, they
Hold
paid him
on.
2 years, $72 million contract. What?
Oh, the Magic are kind of cool. Wait, didn't they lose someone? I don't know. All right, Magic, you're always irrelevant, so that's fine. The Bulls. Who do the Bulls have?
How old is Bradley Beal?
He was a rookie
He's
2012?
26? And he only got
Yeah,
a
he's young.
2-year contract extension?
That's weird. He
But he's
could have
not
got way more
okay,
somewhere
so
else.
he's extended till 2023. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, the Cavs are playing right now. That's cool.
Yay.
Cavs Magic. Freaking prime time, baby.
Wow, what a
What a Clash of the Titans.
No, you got to remember the
Stop it.
Titans.
That's an overrated movie.
I agree. Thank you.
Ooh! Nice. Usually everyone's like, oh my god, it's so good. Because racism. I'm like, alright, let's relax, guys. That's not a realistic movie. That's a Disney version of racism right there.
To be fair, wasn't it based on a real story?
It was, but so was... I don't know. What else was the trash based on?
So there's a lot of haunted horror movies that are based on true stories.
Oh yeah, all that stuff.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my professors that was helping me with writing a pilot TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, write a freaking horror movie that's ghostly, and then just have it loosely based on one little thing, so you can slap that everywhere that it's based on a true story." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
All right.
All right, I'm about as ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Here comes the intro, baby.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
All right. Mic check 1 2 3. All right, that's moving. Your desktop audio is moving.
5-6.
All right. Starting the intro in
2-4.
3, 2.
Check.
1.
Check.
Okay, stop it. What if I told you that he wasn't Chris Farley? That instead of the great Miss Comedian, he was a boy who spent his time trying to get tweeted by a former NBA star? What if I told you that he wasn't Adam Sandler? That one of the most iconic comedic film stars was actually just a boy who pulled his groin a lot playing college club sports? And what if I told you that the once respectable form of sports talk was ruined by 2 white kids from Ohio? And what if I told you that garbage content is back for more? ESPN 30 for 30 presents The Brown Mamba Show, Episode 8. A visual to the downfall of human decency. Let's start this thing.
Wow, that was a journey. That was a journey.
Hey man, that was just as bad as your mesothelioma intro, so.
That's fair.
Alright, Matt, so we're back for episode 8.
We're freaking back. Check.
This isn't the first time we've recorded in a month or anything. It's been about close to a month. I don't know if anything's new with you.
No, nothing. Just I've somehow managed to not kill myself. It's a miracle. I don't know how I do it.
Okay. I managed to get a full-time job somehow, so that was a mistake.
What?
Yeah.
What? Where do you work? Like Walgreens?
CVS. Thank you very much.
Well, he did not tell me this, and I was really
no.
Close
That's a
for
joke.
No reason.
That's a joke, you moron.
Oh. I could see you at a Walgreens though. Were you?
No.
Okay.
I work for a public entity. That's what I work for a public entity.
He works for the Senate.
Yes. Yes.
The Senate. It's confirmed.
Okay. All right. So, Matt.
All assassination inquiries, please email me.
Email thebrownmambashow@gmail.com. Or tweet the
Serious inquiries only.
Serious inquiries only.
Serious inquiry. Yeah.
Someone's
dying.
So Matt, since we've talked last, in the NFL, Kirk Cousins suddenly becomes a MVP.
I don't freaking know.
Dak Prescott continues to show that If he plays good teams, he's not as good. Um, and then Bill Belichick continues to show that he's the greatest head coach of all time. And you as a Packers fan and me as a Browns fan, you think of Vince Lombardi and Paul Brown. Belichick's
Right.
obviously just so ahead of what they did against the Jets.
Oh yeah.
That defense is ridiculous.
It's freaking crazy.
That defense is better than the 2001, 2002 Ravens or whatever that won the Super Bowl.
Oh boy.
They're going to carry.
Oh boy. We're
They're
jumping to conclusions,
they
folks.
they're going to carry Brady to probably another Super Bowl. Because let's pull up the stats, Matt, because we always talk about
Incoming Brady slander. I can feel it.
we always talk about if Brady's a dink or dunk or
Listen, no. I have confirmed that Brady can't throw more than freaking 15 yards down the field, but you know what? That guy's a mastermind, all right?
Is he a mastermind for throwing?
Yes.
For throwing.
Yes.
For
For always throwing off the defense, they're never knowing what Brady's going to do. Yes.
5.5 yards per attempt. Wow, what a mastermind he surely is.
Wide open every time.
Wide open every time because of the play calling.
Well, then why doesn't every other quarterback do that? Why doesn't Baker Mayfield do that?
They should. It works.
Then why don't they?
Because the Patriots have a good coaching staff.
Every team can just dink and dunk, and it's just the law in the NFL. You're not allowed to cover running backs.
Listen, man, when you have just an abhorrent offensive line and a second-year quarterback that's really struggling, you just have to go deep every single time. You just have to do it. It's one of those things.
The Patriots' offensive line isn't that good this year. It's
which is why they should dink and dunk.
They've been doing that every freaking year, my dude.
Exactly.
You don't think the defense is like, hey, I think we should stop this.
Listen, all I'm saying, if I was a defensive coordinator,
unstoppable.
If I was a defensive coordinator,
adjust every single time, and you can't stop it.
You would only make Brady throw 15 yards or more.
That would be ideal, but no one in the how long has he been in the league? 20 years has figured out how to do it.
All I'm saying is that I'm pretty good at Madden, so I think that if I had that Madden playbook out, I usually play off the Saints defense. The Saints defense and offense is my usual playbook I go with. I think I can mess with some things there. I think I could call could call a good Browns game too.
I'd say I'd take your word for it, but I'd be lying.
Four verts every single time. All right.
Just go deep or go home, bro.
Yep, every time. All right, you have anything you want to talk about the NFL? Anything specific? Your Packers?
Yes.
Good.
Oh yes, Packers. First of all, holy cow, Aaron Rodgers is finally awoken, and everyone better be scared. All right. And I don't know. We play the Chiefs Sunday night this week. I don't know if Mahomes is playing or not. What did he dislocate his knee or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't freaking know, but it's good. I'm guaranteeing a Packers W with a banged up Mahomes or a Matt Moore. Packers are walking away with a W, all right? And we're walking away with that Lombardi trophy.
I think so.
All right.
It's
not up for debate.
Jamal Williams has shown up big time for you guys too, especially since Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones has been like hit or miss these past couple games, but Jamal Williams has shown up. That's an awesome dynamic duo that you got. And then what did you say about Devontae Adams? Is he back or?
He's questionable as far as I know this week. I don't know. You don't want to mess with turf toe. You don't want to rush him back because, especially if you're a wide receiver and just a route runner as dynamic as Devontae Adams, you don't want to mess him up. So, and clearly we're doing fine without him. So
yeah, I think so.
But I mean, I'd still love to have Devontae back. He's still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Also, Brandon Weeden needs to be back in the NFL, but no one's willing to give him a chance. Everyone's talking about Colin Kaepernick.
I was about to say, it goes Brandon Weeden.
What about Brandon Weeden?
Colin Kaepernick.
What about Brandon Weeden?
Cardale Jones.
It's a little quizzical for me. I don't know.
Besides that, in the NFL, the other thing I want to talk about is Matt. I'm losing faith in the
losing faith
in the playoff Lions.
In the Browns.
In the playoff Lions.
Oh, the playoff Lions.
Not only Kerryon Johnson. Not only are they also last place in the division. Now, granted, it's a competitive division, and every single one of their games have been close.
We're not going to talk. Okay, all right, Lions fans, hi. You got boned against the Packers. You got boned, all right?
Yeah.
I admit it.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
quit
yeah.
freaking crying. Don't act like the refs have been your problem. That's been holding you back from a Super Bowl and success. All right, let's relax, Lions fans. All right, they took one win away from you. They didn't take a Super Bowl away from you.
They also just
Continue.
traded Quandre Diggs for a fifth round pick to
They
Seattle,
did.
and like Quandre Diggs, like he isn't like an all star safety, but he's a very solid defensive back. And they just traded Seattle, which Seattle just got so much
Right.
better. I've still been on the I'm doubting Seattle train, even though I'm pretty sure they're undefeated, right? Or no.
No, they have two
Ravens
losses.
just beat them. Oh, they have two losses.
They had a loss before that too.
Okay, that's right. But yeah, I mean, Seahawks are still playing good football. I'm still on the doubting train.
They're solid.
Same with the Niners. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Niners are this good, even though they just traded for Emmanuel Sanders. Um,
That's a good pickup for them.
that is a good pickup. It was cheap too. What, a third and a fourth for Emmanuel Sanders and a fifth?
Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Sanders still has a few good years in him.
Mhm. And because who's he lined up against now? He's lined up against Dante Pettis, who's he's
Kittle's a solid tight end.
Kittle's a solid tight end, and then Breida and Tevin Coleman.
Kevin Coleman, yeah, that's a solid two backs.
But the problem is Jimmy Garoppolo isn't a good quarterback. Um,
He hasn't shown me anything this year.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that
He's looked fine.
that he deserves $150 million contract, but he's been okay. They're 6-0, so obviously he hasn't been abhorrent, but that
Yeah.
defense
Niners fans, you found your new Alex Smith. All right, congratulations.
that's basically what he is right now.
Your new game manager.
Yeah, I really don't want to talk about the Browns. They're making me really mad.
Dear God.
I don't know
Holy
if
cow.
I don't know if the offense is too much of Todd Monken calling and not enough Freddie Kitchens, or not enough Freddie Kitchens calling and too much
Play
Freddie
calling's
Kitchens.
awful.
It's horrible.
All right. It's awful.
But Browns are making me really mad. And I don't know. I don't want to talk about
They
them.
play the Patriots this week, and then their schedule gets pretty easy for the rest of the season.
I'm,
So I wouldn't lose hope yet.
I'm predicting a close
But
game. They're going into Foxborough. I think they're
all right.
going to lose, but I'm going to guess like a 35 to 28 game or something like that. It's going to be within
Well,
one
the Browns
score.
had a whole bye week,
hmm
and the Patriots they just had a Monday night game, so they have a shorter week to prepare. So
Browns are getting a bunch of key pieces back too, but yeah,
I mean, the Browns have pieces to keep up with great teams. It's just
yeah, they
they
lost
got to figure
pieces.
it out.
They lost pieces, but they have so many good pieces that what they've shown these
Right.
past, what is it, we're in week 7 now. What they've shown these past 6 weeks that they've played has been just absolute garbage. So there's no excuse.
They need to stop abandoning the run. Nick Chubb is a monster, and they need to quit abandoning him. All right,
I think
give Nick Chubb carries.
I think we look at how good this team is, and you expect them to be good right away, and people are blaming Freddie Kitchens, and Freddie Kitchens obviously deserves a bunch of blame. But we always talk
Yeah.
about rookie mistakes when it comes to players. The same thing applies with coaches. Freddie Kitchens is making a bunch of rookie mistakes right now, and that's something as we Browns fans
Yep.
gotta kind of have to realize is, coaches aren't immune to that. They're making rookie mistakes as well.
Yeah.
I still don't know if Freddie Kitchens is a guy. I have a lot of faith in him. Every single player that's ever played for him says they really like him. To be fair,
Yeah.
a lot of players said the same thing about Hugh Jackson. So I don't know.
You gotta give him more than 1 year. How about
Exactly.
That? Can
Yeah,
we give
I'm
him
not-
more than 1 year
I'm not
before
worried.
we ask for him to get fired?
The 8 games that they played last year and the flashes that I've seen from this team this year, I'm not ready to give up Freddie Kitchens whatsoever, like some Browns fans are.
Right.
But those are probably
Yeah.
the same Browns fans that want to trade a second round pick from Ryan Mallett. So, I don't know if you have anything else you want to talk
Throwing
about.
shot, folks.
I don't think if you want anything.
I got nothing.
All right.
Packers, Whedon. I checked all my boxes.
Okay. Quickly into Matt's favorite sport, NCAA football.
Oh God. Listen, I don't hate college football. It's just overrated as frick. All right. And I'll
God,
stick by that.
Can't stand you.
It's such a bad take. Shut up, dude.
Can't stand
Holy cow.
So
Oh, I'm gonna punch you next time I see you.
I dare you. So Tua just went down right in time for their LSU game. So Joey Burrow versus whoever Alabama's backup quarterback is. Joey Burrow's probably the front runner for the Heisman now. I think Justin Fields is still going to win it. I think Burrow's going to have one or two.
Oh,
The thing with the Heisman is it's just so vital. It's more vital than your position standing in the NCAA football. You could have one bad game and be completely out of the race. I think Burrow's going to have a bad game eventually. It might be against Alabama. I just think that Justin Fields and Ohio State's just so much more well-rounded than LSU. Tua's hurt, so that's putting him deeper, far down in the race. Jalen Hurts is always a question mark at Oklahoma, even though him and Lincoln Riley look great. And then Jonathan Taylor, he's one bad game away. I don't know if a running back's going to win it with this stacked QB class. And then Trevor Lawrence, I think Clemson's a fraud, and everybody kind of realizes it, so they're not going to give it to him either.
Yeah, Colin Cowherd freaking overreacting after the national championship game, calling Trevor Lawrence like the greatest quarterback prospect ever. Like, relax, my dude.
Yeah, he's good. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's only going to get better, but
Right.
that Clemson team's a fraud, and Lawrence isn't obviously playing to the caliber that he could be playing. I still like Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to be a solid NFL quarterback as long as he develops. He's got the build for it.
Yeah.
He's got all the tools to do it. But
He's got the hair.
He's got the hair to be a Mets pitcher. But yeah,
Trevor DeGrom.
but right, I don't know if you followed enough right now, but let me look at the AP poll, because the AP poll is kind of different than what everybody's saying.
Sure.
Bama's
I think LSU's 2, Ohio State's 3.
Yes. So it goes Bama, LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Oklahoma. I have all of those besides
That's fair.
Clemson. I have all those guys besides Clemson in my top 5. I think so. My top 5 personally goes Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, Penn State. I think Penn State is probably the most overlooked team this year. They're playing awesome football. Penn State and Ohio State's the game. Is the game to play this year. Everybody thought it was going to be Ohio State, Wisconsin, but that Penn State Ohio State game, luckily it's in Columbus this year instead of a whiteout at Penn State, because whiteouts at Penn State are probably the most intimidating environment.
Oh God, you put on that white T-shirt and that really messes
Dude,
you up.
Nighttime in Happy Valley has to be one of the most intimidating places a college player can go into. I hate you so much.
Sure,
I hate you so much. Do you have a top 5 team you want to rank?
No, dude, I don't follow college enough to do that. All I can say is Wisconsin fell for the trap game hard. Holy cow. They were so focused on Ohio State, and they what the heck?
Completely blew it to Illinois. Yeah.
Everyone was worried about Ohio State versus Northwestern. They freaking bopped them, and then Wisconsin didn't hold up their end of the deal.
I've been there as an Ohio State fan many times. Last year they lost to Purdue while looking forward and being like, well, we got this huge Michigan game coming up. Before that, it was Iowa, and it was like, oh yeah, we have this huge Michigan game coming up. I think Ryan Day has kind of done a lot better than what Urban Meyer was doing these past couple of years, which is ridiculous to think about because Urban Meyer is probably one of the top 5 coaches in college football history. And I don't see. People can make an argument for number 1. I think Saban takes number 1, but people can make an argument for number 1 for Urban. But he has to be top 5 in history. But no, Ryan Day has done an incredible job, and that Buckeyes team.
I think we gotta throw Harbaugh in the conversation, and then throw him right back out. That's what I would do. I would put his name in there just to tease Michigan fans, and then we could just throw him out.
I hope Michigan offers him a lifetime
because that's
contract.
pretty much what happens to Michigan every year.
I just hope that Michigan offers him a lifetime contract, and then he makes Brady Hoke his assistant coach. Same Brady Hoke, who's the last guy to beat Ohio State, but that was a Luke Fickell-led team with Braxton Miller as your freshman quarterback. So it's been a while.
It's fine. It's fine. I think we've done pretty well since then.
Yeah, they've done okay. So's Michigan. They beat Army. They've done pretty good for themselves.
They beat Army in double overtime. I don't know how they do it.
That triple option, it just gets you every time. It just gets you.
That zero, I don't know how they stopped that zero passing game that Army had. It was
when you can beat a team that has 5 passing attempts going into the overtime, you just, I don't know what to tell you. That means you must be a very good team.
Michigan. I mean, that should automatically put them in the top 2.
Yeah,
I don't
top
know.
top two, and they're not number two. Um, all right. So quickly, last night the Nationals beat the Astros in Game 1 of the World Series. It was an
Oh
awesome
wow.
game. Garrett Cole looked like he was a human for the first time in months. He had a 19 game winning streak, including postseason, which is
Yeah, wasn't it since like
absurd.
May? His last loss wasn't like in May or something.
I believe so. I was trying to pull up his stats while we talk about that, but he's been absurd. But so the Nationals. I mean, they Nationals have been crazy this year. We've talked about it before, but just watching this team without Bryce Harper on it and seeing what they can do is my favorite thing.
Beautiful.
Um,
It's beautiful.
I'm not gonna say I hate Bryce Harper because I don't hate Bryce Harper.
Nah.
He actually seems like a genuine guy outside of the baseball
Hmm.
field. Um,
Yeah.
he's a little bit of a whiner on the baseball field, but whatever. I
Yeah.
just all the hype around him every single year. When
This is the year he turns it around.
if you take out his absurd 7 WAR season that he had, that was, I'm not going to call it an outlier, but if you take out that 7 WAR season that he had, it was his MVP season and everything, he is the same player as Jason
Mhm.
Kipnis. So, if Jason Kipnis had
Oh shoot!
if Jason,
Oh, shoot.
they have the same exact WAR if you take out that 7 WAR season. So, if Jason Kipnis had a crazy MVP.
This is no disrespect to Jason Kipnis, by the
No,
way.
no,
All
no.
right.
Jason Kipnis is a very fine player. At one point, he looked like a franchise player who just got slowed down by injuries. I love Jason Kipnis. I hope he stays an Indian
Heck yeah.
forever. My point is,
Yes.
if Jason Kipnis had an MVP type year added onto his career, would you give him $310 million over 10 years, Matt? Because I sure wouldn't.
Uh, if I am a stubborn Phillies fan, then yes,
Yeah.
because Philly fans are very impatient.
Yes, if I am the Padres or the Phillies, two teams are really well known for how well they handle contracts, and two teams that
Oh
are
yeah.
doing really good. I would definitely give them $300 million. No, it's absurd. Now, I so I've always been a big Mike Trout guy, and when Trout and Harper came up at the same time, and everybody's like, "Oh, Harper's going to be the Hall of Famer, not Trout," I was always in Trout's side. Little tip of my cap. But
What?
yeah,
That was a thing.
yeah, people are always like, "Oh no, Trout's gonna be a multi-time All-Star, but Bryce Harper is going to be a Hall of Famer." That was always a thing. People, yeah, it's absurd. And I was like, always like, oh,
2012 was a wild time, man.
2012 was a wild time. And Trout, whatever. I can't say more things about Trout. Yeah, but all right, yeah. Going into the World Series, Juan Soto is probably the next biggest thing in MLB. 20-year-old going 3 for 4 in Game 1 of the World Series, having three
Mhm.
RBIs, a home run, a clutch double. He's fun to watch. Childish Bambino is one of the best nicknames an athlete has ever been given. He does a funny little shimmy in the batter's box every time a ball is thrown. I'm all about Juan Soto, and I
Yeah.
love this Nationals team. Like, if
Oh yeah.
the other thing is if Yan Gomes gets a ring, I'll be more than happy. I'll be also happy if Michael Brantley.
Heck yeah.
I'll be very happy if Michael Brantley gets a ring, even though it's with the Astros.
Hmm.
But this Nationals team is so likable. I mean, Trey Turner is an awesome young player. Anthony Rendon is an MVP caliber player. Adam Eaton has been a very clutch veteran in his entire career. Same with Ryan Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman's a career National, and he gets his he was it his first at bat he got of the World Series home
I
run.
think it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, a career National. He finally goes into the World Series. First career at bat in the World Series. Boom, he gets a home run.
Boom.
Stuff like that you just can't script. I love Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer is probably my favorite pitcher in the majors to watch. That guy's a maniac on the mound. And they also have Strasburg, who has been just so undervalued his entire career. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
no, it's nice to see that the Astros aren't human. So
Yeah. I mean, even Howie Kendrick, he came up big time last
Astros are
series.
human. Yeah, Howie Kendrick came up.
Who else? Asdrubal Cabrera, another former Indian. Hey, welcome to the World Series, my dude. I think it's every single former Indians player in this series. Brantley never played in the World Series. Didn't play in that 2016 World Series, and Yan Gomes didn't play in that 2016 World Series, did he? I think they
Um,
both missed it.
Jan Gomes missed it.
I'm
Wait,
pretty sure Brantley was out.
did Gomes miss it? I don't think Gomes missed it.
I remember Roberto.
No, Gomes did not miss it. He had
No.
a. I'm almost positive Gomes did not miss it, but Brantley missed it. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
correct.
I love Brantley. He was one of my favorite Indians.
Yeah,
I like Jan Gomes, but I mean, Strasburg's been one of my favorite players since the whole hype of him coming out and as a rookie in 2010. It's nice to see him finally staying healthy and being, I mean, I'd say a Cy Young favorite.
yeah.
I wouldn't say he's guaranteed to win it, but he's going to be top 2, I think.
I remember
Him
teasing
and
you in
Cole.
middle school for having a Strasburg jersey and calling him
Yes.
calling him a bust and a scrub.
Yes.
So that's an egg on my
kick
face.
rocks. 9 years later, kick rocks.
But yeah, it's this is gonna be an exciting World Series. You know, the Indians just the last few years have really taken me out of baseball once they've been just disappointing, just absolute garbage, kind of disgraces. But I'm looking
We got
forward to
Carlos Santana back. That's all I need. I'm back on. All right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this World Series. So, all right. Moving in. You have anything else you want to talk about the World Series wise?
Nah, man.
Okay, moving into
Brandon Whedon has also been blackballed from the major leagues. He should have been called up as a Yankee back in 2003. All right.
You know, who's also a major leaguer, blackballed from the major leagues. Tom Brady.
Tam.
That's all I'm saying.
It's true. I'm not hearing any false tales.
One-trick ponies. You know, Tom Brady, a dink and dunk guy. Brandon Whedon, just lob it up to Josh Gordon and see what happens.
If Tom Brady was a pitcher, he'd only have a changeup. Here comes a changeup, and then he'd somehow strike out every single one of them.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it.
You're right. And the occasional just like throw just right into the just about 5 inches in front of him. Just the occasional throw right there.
And then he would try a fastball, and it would go right.
He would try a fastball.
Like,
the batter would crush it, and then his center fielder would make a diving grab. That's the story of Tom Brady's career. His defense always has his back.
Oh my goodness.
All
right, NBA time.
All right, NBA. All right, so last night the NBA season finally started. It's continuing going on right now, but the Clippers beat the Lakers, and who did the Pelicans play and who won that game?
The Raptors. Raptors won in overtime.
Raptors beat the Pelicans, and the Pelicans look like a solid team, but to be fair, the Raptors aren't incredible.
Yeah, they lost Kawhi.
Right.
Let's stop.
But to be fair, the Pelicans lost Zion, so it's basically the same player.
All right. I mean, I didn't say it. It's fine.
But yeah, so we basically did like a NBA preview, our very first podcast episode. I won't put the link in the description because I'm lazy. But let's make our predictions for how the conferences will end up at the end of the year. Who's the MVP of the league? Who the rookie of the year is, and who the champions are. And if you have any surprise teams, feel free to give them a shout out.
I'll give it a shot, man.
All right, so who's your 1 through 8 seed in the West?
Oh boy, I'm just gonna go off the cuff here. I listed a bunch of teams. All right, are you guys ready for this? Number 1 seed, I got the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a great defensive team. You got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Patrick Beverley. There's 3 elite defenders.
And it looked really good against a good team last night. So. Oh
yeah, underrated scorers. You got freaking Lou Williams, who's still one of my favorite Lakers of all time, even though he only played like a season and a half with us. Let's see. They got Zubats, another former Laker. He looks like a solid big man. I just like the Clippers. All right, number 2. I'm not putting the Lakers number 2. All right, I'm not falling for this Lakers team. All right, let's go with the. I don't know who to put.
My number 1 seed is
Jazz.
Also my number 1 seed is also Clippers. But go ahead, number 2.
Clippers.
Yeah.
All right, I got the Jazz number 2. Why not? Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert, that's a solid big 3. That's another solid defensive team. I think they'll be a great regular season team. And then underwhelm in the playoffs. That seems like the Jazz way. Who's your number 2?
The Nuggets. I really like the Nuggets this year.
Nuggets.
They overperformed last year, and I think that there's another year under their belt, and they'll get that experience needed. So I really like the Nuggets this year.
All right. What do you got for number 3? Do you want me to go?
Number 3, I have the Warriors. I think people are kind of underrating the Warriors this year. Let's not forget that they have the best shooter of all time, and also still a very comparable player in Draymond Green, and also a very solid player in why can I not think of the other point guard, D'Angelo Russell? They
Yeah,
have that's still a really good team, and I'm not counting them out, especially with Steve Kerr as their coach.
yeah. I mean, I thought about putting the Warriors at 3, but I mean, Klay Thompson being out, they say he's not going to play for the rest of the year, so that's going to hurt. I like D'Angelo Russell. It's going to be interesting to see how he fits on this Warriors team.
Hmm.
Curry, I think, is going to have a great year. Draymond Green, he's a solid player. I'm just not too sure how deep the Warriors are, so I had the Rockets at number 3. All right, you got James Harden and Russell Westbrook. That is 2 regular season freaking monsters. All right, I'm not going to make any promises about the playoffs, but the Rockets will look good in the regular season. Number 3 seed, baby.
All right, your number four.
Number 4, let's go Lakers. I'll put the Lakers at number 4. All right,
Okay.
LeBron James is still LeBron James. He'll get his junk together. Anthony Davis, probably the best big man in the game. He'll get his junk together. We got some solid pieces. Obviously, apparently Danny Green now has the record for most points in a Lakers debut. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Awesome
All right,
pickup.
so
Awesome pickup.
thank you so much, Danny Green. They got Avery Bradley. He's a solid piece.
Hmm.
Uh, Dwight Howard, I think he can be a solid if he is a backup big man to JaVale McGee. I think that's fine. Um, who else did the Lakers have? Quinn Cook didn't look too hot. Kentavious Caldwell Pope didn't look too hot. I'm not too sure about those two, but it's early. I think this Lakers team's going to still be good. I got them at a 4 seed.
Sure. My fourth seed is the Utah Jazz, so you already hit over them. I really like the Jazz this year. I really like what they're doing, especially with Brandon Connolly and everything. So yeah, I really like
Mm.
that team. Number five seed.
I forgot about the Nuggets, so I'm going to put the Nuggets at 5. All right, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic.
Hmm.
What's not to love?
Hmm. Number five for me is the Lakers. I think they're going to hit some bumps
All right, all right.
against the road again. I think they're a very well put together team. But it's going to be another
Mm-hmm.
one of those years where like LeBron just doesn't care for about half the year. The
Yep.
Lakers are going to underperform during that stretch, but they're still going to be a 5 seed and go far in the playoffs. So that's
Yeah, it seems like every LeBron team has like a month or 2 point in the regular season where they struggle, and everyone's like, "Is this the year
and
LeBron stops being LeBron?" And then he ends up turning it around, and everything's fine.
and,
So
and the
I'm
West
not
is,
worried.
the West is too good to have one of those stretches and
Right,
still finish a high seed. So
right. Yeah, I mean, I had him 4, so
yeah. All right, number 6, if I know how to count.
6. I got the
Yeah.
I got the Warriors as my 6th seed. I already pretty much talked about the Warriors. Curry, still the best shooter in the game. Draymond Green, great defensive player. I'm sure his numbers will peak up somehow. D'Angelo Russell, I think he's really underrated, and I mean, I'm not too sure how he's going to fit with the Warriors, but I'm just going to assume he's good because I like him, and he had a really good year with the Nets last year. So
Hmm.
Warriors at 6, baby.
Um, yeah, we talked about it in the other show, but what I really like is if they put Russell on the bench and have him come off 30 minutes a game. One,
Mm-hmm.
it saves Curry some minutes. Two, you have a very viable point guard out there still, and
Right.
going back to the Curry's minutes, it doesn't put stress on his ankle, so he's more ready for the
Yep.
playoffs. So, but my sixth seed is the Rockets. I don't believe in this team at all. They have two really good players, in Russ and Harden. I don't know how they're gonna work again, but I don't have any faith in this team whatsoever. This team is all flash.
Yeah.
This team is the current Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put him as a 3 seed. I'm pretty sure the Lakers, Nuggets, and Warriors are better. But
Yeah.
I already said it, so you know what? Prove me right, Harden and Westbrook. Let's get your careers together. All right, make me
Hmm.
look good.
All right, number 7, Matt.
Let's go the Blazers. I mean,
Hmm.
Lillard, McCollum, still a great, solid tandem. You got Yusuf Nurkic. You got Hassan Whiteside. You added my boy Pau Gasol. All right, that's something.
Hmm.
And I'm sure they have other people. I don't know. Do they still have
They don't have Rodney Hood
what's that
anymore.
dude? They don't. Oh, then frig.
I don't
Yeah,
think
get
so.
them out of the playoffs. They're a lottery team now. I'm just kidding. They're a 7 seed. They're a solid team. I could see them upsetting the team in the playoffs first round.
Uh, oh wait, no, he is a player for the. They must have re-signed him. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, never mind. They're a 1 seed. Get out of here, Clippers.
I also have the Blazers as my seventh seed. When they trade
All
for
right.
Kevin Love, they're going to be a very solid team overall. And I'm really looking forward to the Blazers. I think they're going to surprise some people this year, but still be a seventh seed if that makes sense.
Yeah, the West has a lot of good
It's
teams.
just
All right.
so good. It's just so
I don't
good.
know if you've heard. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but it's
I
fine.
feel like the West has been a joke like ever since I've honestly started paying attention to basketball, which is like 2006.
The East, yeah, East
The
is
East has been
rough.
horrible for years.
It's like LeBron in the West. All right.
Hmm.
Since Kobe Bryant won his championship, other than last year, it's been LeBron versus the West. All right.
All right, and then your eighth seed for the West.
I'm still going between three teams. It's between the Spurs, Kings, and Mavericks.
Okay.
Spurs somehow always manage to be good.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
The
now that I think
Kings have
about that,
the
it's
Kings
hard.
have young talent, but you know what? Kings are out. They're trash. All right. Kings will never figure it out. It's between the Spurs and Mavericks. I mean, Porzingis, Luka Doncic, that's solid, but I'm going Spurs. All right. They got Tim Duncan as a coach now. Let's go.
Okay, so I have the Kings as my eighth seed.
Yeah, get out of here.
Little hate there. I've been a Kings
Dude, I
stan.
love De'Aaron Fox. I love
I
De'Aaron
love what
Fox.
the Kings have been doing. I've been like a Kings stan these past few years, and
Hmm.
I'm all about them this year. I think they're gonna be that eighth seed team gets swept by the Clippers in the first round, and I'll put a little feather in my cap.
I love De'Aaron Fox. I mean, looking back, it's like, dang, we could have had De'Aaron Fox instead of Lonzo Ball, but it's all good. I guessed it worked out, even though it really didn't.
You can't hate on that
What are you
Lonzo
gonna
trade.
do?
Like you have neither of those guys, in in this
Yeah,
scenario.
it's true.
So, all right,
When LeBron's on your team, you can say bye to everyone that used to be on that team before he
exactly.
got there.
All right, so your East seeds now.
My ninth seed.
East.
All right, we're going to the East.
Yes.
I thought you said West. My bad.
Stop.
Okay, East. You know what? Let's go number one seed. Let's give it to the Sixers. All right. Joel
Yay.
Embiid, Ben Simmons hit a three in the preseason. Number one seed confirmed.
Against a Chinese team. To be fair,
He hit a
it was
three.
like a 35-foot like pull up. So like I was like, all right, that's pretty.
Dude, it looked nice. I don't know if Ben Simmons was confident on the inside, but on the outside, it looked all right. Ben, way to go.
Hmm.
That's all I got. Who's your number one seed?
I have the Pacers. I think the Pacers going to be the team.
Oh,
The Pacers going to be the
you
team this
scared
year
me.
that just really overperform, and they're going to get the number one seed this year based
Holy
off of a
cow.
weak West. And I really like what the
All
Pacers
right.
did this offseason. But they're probably going to lose in 5 in the first round of the playoffs. That's always how the East goes.
I've never been scared by just someone saying a name, but number one seed Pacers, that gave me a little scare. All right.
They are the Lions of the NFL for me, or the NBA for me. Uh, all right,
Oh,
number two
who
seed.
else is? Let's go the Bucks.
Yeah, I have the Bucks
Giannis
as
is
well.
solid. I think Giannis put a lot of work in this offseason to get better because he got exposed in the playoffs. Let's be honest. Be Giannis. I didn't mean to
You
do
proud of
that,
that
but
one? You wanna try that
I
again?
paused. It was good enough to pause because I wanted everyone to be like, "Oh, I get it." Yeah. So I think that pun alone grants them the number two seed. Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Oh, so
Chris
you're gonna
Middleton,
stick with that? Okay.
Brogdon. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I hate you. Yeah, I also
Who
have
do
the
you got?
Bucks.
Number two.
I have the Bucks as my second seed as well. So, all right, number three team.
Nice.
I have the 76ers. I'm still not a 76ers
Ooh.
fan. But they're still a team
I
full.
hate the Sixers, but
I do too.
they're
Like,
good.
I just feel like every year in the
I just hate
playoffs, they
Philly
just.
fans in general.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hating
Well,
Philly fan.
to be fair, they were a lucky Kawhi game winner away from what was it going? It was going overtime if Kawhi didn't hit that.
I think so.
So I mean, yeah, they probably should have still won that series, but it's all good.
All right, your number four
That's all I
seed.
got. No, I gotta do my number three, dude.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know who to pick. Celtics.
Yeah.
They overpaid for Jaylen Brown, so that's cool. Jason Tatum, I'm not really a huge believer in him, but Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker, Okay,
All
so
right.
this is the East, guys. This is the East. All right, give me a break.
Number four. Number
For me, oh,
four.
number 4. Let's go with the Pacers. All right,
All right, that's fair.
Oladipo's back. Uh, I'd. Hey, who else do the Pacers have?
They have I just looked at the Pacers roster. Why can't I think about this? They have
They have
Sabonis,
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J.
Oh, they got
McConnell.
Malcolm Brogdon. Oh shoot, that's a
Yeah,
pickup.
right. Doug
All right, all
McDermott.
right. McBuckets. Okay.
McBuckets. All right, so
All right. Yeah, I feel good about them at
number
number 4. Nice.
number four for me is the Celtics. Just they
All right.
really overpaid for Jaylen Brown. I mean, really overpaid for. I love Jaylen Brown, but wow, he
I mean, oh my god.
really overpaid for Jaylen Brown. I
Oh
think they're
man.
going to get a lot of young talent this year that's going to contribute, and also adding a veteran in Kemba Walker, who's like 80% of the player that Kyrie is, without 0% of the drama that Kyrie is, and more willing to pass the basketball, will be very beneficial to this team. Gordon Hayward finally has another full season under his belt since the injury, so I think we'll see a lot better things from him this year. I think Jason Tatum had a sophomore slump. We'll see, he'll definitely improve. But yeah, I like the Celtics, but I don't know how to I don't know how to think about them.
As a Lakers fan, I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the Celtics. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Kemba Walker on a good team for once. So that's
Yeah,
gonna
me
be kind
too.
of cool.
Me too. All right, number five. I have a surprise
Number
one for
5,
five.
I got the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
All right, and it's not because of Kyrie. All right, Kyrie's a solid player, but I used to like watching Kyrie. He used to be one of my favorite players to watch. But dear God, this guy needs to freaking. He is something. But the Nets
You
have a
don't
lot of
like watching
depth.
30% shooting, Matt?
No, I don't. But did you see what he did breaking that guy's ankles?
He wears a black face mask
This is true.
and occasionally goes off in the garden.
He will occasionally go off for 40 points, and everyone acts like, oh my God, future Hall of Famer. But let's relax, guys. All right, they're a 5 seed. They got a solid roster. Kyrie Irving is a solid franchise guy, but he's not going to win you a championship or nothing on his own.
Kyrie's a better player than D'Angelo Russell
For now.
for now, and it's basically the same roster for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's where a solid team last year, and
Yep.
so, but yeah, no, I could see them as a 5 seed. I have them a little bit lower, but yeah. All right, so my 5 seed for me is a little bit of a surprise. It's the Hawks. I really like the Hawks this year.
All right.
They have Trae Young. I need to look at their draft again. They had like such a few off seasons for me.
John Collins is another young
John
guy
Collins,
that's
I
looking to
really
be
like. Vince Carter is coming back for his 70th season, I believe.
Dear God.
They added
Yeah.
Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter, really solid. They have Jabari Parker, who is always like he's there.
He's a bench player. He's a solid
Yeah,
minutes guy.
there's always a chance that he's going to be able to contribute very well to your team. But I
Right.
really like the Hawks this year. I think they're going to overperform a little bit and hit 5 seed. But that's my surprise team for this year.
Okay.
All right, number 6.
I got the Raptors. I still think they're a solid. They're not good. They're not going back to the finals.
No.
All right. Pascal Siakam's a solid player. Kyle Lowry, he's
Sometimes a solid player.
he's.
He's good. He's fine.
I'm trying to compliment you, Kyle, but
Kyle
dear
Lowry
God.
is the definition of a fine player.
Kyle Lowry. If you didn't watch the end of the Raptors Pelicans game, he was inbounding the ball with 8 seconds left, tie game. Who does he get the ball to? I forget his name. I think it was Norman Powell. Who the?
Yeah.
And then he just holds the ball mid freaking in between the half court line and the 3-point line, holds it for 8 seconds, and then shoots a terrible shot.
Listen,
At least get that thing to Fred VanVleet. He's a solid clutch player.
you just have to do it. You just have to.
Norman Powell. Holy cow.
My 6th team, and I don't know why I have them in the playoffs anymore, is the Heat. I don't know what to think about this team. I really like Tyler Hero. I think that's a very very solid draft pick. But like, who even is on the Heat? Like, I know Deion Waiters is suspended, so like Jimmy Butler. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, yeah.
He's
I
not
think
playing tonight, but
Jimmy Butler.
tonight's the opening night for the Heat, but he's not playing tonight.
He's good enough to
He's a
carry
solid
that
player.
roster. All right.
In
Yeah.
the East, yeah, he's solid enough to get him to the playoffs. I think.
Okay. I don't feel so bad
Maybe.
about that pick anymore.
I don't want to spoil it because I haven't picked him yet. So
All right.
maybe.
All right. Number 7.
Frick. The Heat. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want to spoil it.
Let's go the Pistons. All right.
Hmm.
They got Blake Griffin and Drummond. I think still.
Mm-hmm.
They added Derrick Rose.
Mm-hmm.
They were a playoff team last year. No.
Yep.
I mean, they
Griffin
were a
literally carried
scary.
that. Griffin literally carried that team on one leg to the playoffs.
Yeah, they were a scary team if Griffin was healthy. I think.
Yeah.
So
And now they added Derrick Rose, who finally looked good for the first time in. Well, he's
yes,
always looked
I'm
good, but
hoping he stays healthy.
he looked healthy and consistent for the first time in years. Add that to Drummond and Griffin, and they got something. The rest of the roster is garbage, but they got something.
Yeah, Pistons, way to go, guys! All right,
they have there's a few players on the Pistons that I like. I feel like maybe I don't know. Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thon Maker is tall.
He's tall. Look at you. That's at least 4 rebounds right there.
Yeah. Okay. They have
this is some in-depth commentary.
They have
folks.
the worst of the Morris brothers. He's another.
Nice.
Langston Galloway's a player.
He played for the
so
Knicks.
is Tim Frazier.
Oh
okay.
God, now I'm not feeling so good about the
No,
Pistons.
I feel good on the Pistons. All right, my seventh team we already hit on them is the Nets.
Okay.
Once KD's back, they're probably like a 2 or 3 seed.
Well, he's not coming back this year.
Right. But yeah, no. Yay for the 7th seed Kyrie Irving Nets. And then your 8th team.
I'm struggling between 2 teams you gave higher seeds to. It's the Heat and the Hawks, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Hawks. I like their young team. I mean, Trae Young almost carried that team to a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to the Hawks, and you know what? I don't even freaking feel bad about it. So,
all right.
Way to go, Atlanta. Way to have another mediocre playoff team.
My 8th team is the Pistons, so we already hit against them.
All right.
Big Pistons.
Nice.
A big Blake Griffin fan.
I don't like when we agree. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I agree. Krispy Kreme's still overrated, but
Dude. By you saying that, it cures my future diabetes. All right, so thanks a lot.
All right, who's your rookie of the year this year? Or no, I'm sorry, who's your MVP this year? Well, no, let's do rookie of the year.
Let's do rookie of the year because I don't know who my MVP is yet. I don't know who any of them are. The obvious choice is Zion, but he's
out for 2 months.
Yeah, so I feel like they're not going to rush him. He's going to be more of a guy where it's like his second year, that's where he explodes. I really like Tyler Hero. I think he's I'm going to go Tyler Hero.
You want to know who my rookie of the year is? Tyler Hero.
You know what? R.J. Barrett is going to turn the Knicks. No, I can't even say it.
I like DeAndre Hunter as another pick for rookie of the year. Who's the Pelicans? Jackson Hayes. Also Jackson Hayes, I really like as well.
Who's that dude the Celtics got? Because
so there's why can I not think of Celtics names anymore? There's not Langford. Oh my God, who did the Celtics just draft? Are you talking about the guy
Carson Edwards? I really like Carson Edwards.
I really like Carson Edwards too. Yeah. I thought you were talking about.
I think if he gets enough, I'm not too sure how much playing time he's going to get this year, but if he gets the playing time, that dude's going to be a beast. I really like Carson Edwards.
I agree. I completely agree. Oh God,
stop!
Disgusting. I completely forgot the Celtics added Enes Kanter. What a yeah. Ugh. All right.
It's like Patrick Beverly, but even more unlikable. Jesus, and even worse.
But unlike LeBron, he fights for civil rights. Did you see that 10-year-old that has more of a spine than LeBron last night?
I saw that. That was hilarious.
That was awesome. Awesome job by that kid. One kid was dabbing, the other kid was fighting for human rights.
It's either you're fighting for the good fight or you're doing Fortnite dances. It's a toss up.
Why not both? Is what I say.
Oh, did you just?
No, not yet.
World Peace?
Oh, what's wrong with my computer? Uh-oh.
Oh God. No. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't. I can't hear you.
Can you
Wait, I can hear static.
can you hear
No,
me now?
no. Yes.
Oh, can you see me?
Yes.
Why can't I see you?
What? Hey! I'm right here.
Why can't I see
You
anything?
can't.
So
Dude, did you lose your sight?
one screen is white. The others have everything
Yo,
up.
Mr. White.
Um, well, that's interesting. Are we still recording?
Dear God. Welcome back.
Oh boy.
This is what we get. This is what we get. I'm not sure what we did, but we deserve it.
We do deserve it, don't we? No, I don't know where the 3 boxes of macaroni and cheese are.
I do. Top shelf.
All right. At least the audio's still recording. So you want to go with that?
Sick. Audio. That's like my second favorite channel of listening to things.
Okay.
I don't know. That was a bad joke.
So we're gonna return in
bad.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Too nice.
Now, who's your MVP of the league?
Oh God. It's not going to be Giannis again. It can't be. I don't want. I think now that Russell Westbrook's on your team, James Harden's going to take a hit with numbers. Who can my MVP be? Kawhi?
I just
Would
let
it
her
be
out
Kawhi
before.
again?
Kawhi? Yeah, I could see Kawhi. I have Kawhi as my MVP of the league.
Frick. Well, that's
So.
not mine. It's not mine. Mine's. Joel Embiid.
That's
my MVP.
Crappy pick.
Yeah, it is.
I
Can I change it to Brandon? Can I change it to Brandon Ingram? Is it too late?
You can.
All right, it's Brandon Ingram.
Oh, that's another bad pick.
But I'm already writing it down. Brandon Ingram. I wrote it down. It's official on my notebook that no one else sees.
Besides that, I can see you now.
Hi.
So for my MVP it was Kawhi. I had 2 sleepers though. Blake Griffin at plus 10 or plus 10,000 on betting is something.
If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 odds, you take it.
I might put $10 on it.
Nice.
And I have Jokic as my sleeper pick as well. He's plus 1,200.
Nikola Jokic. Okay.
My
forced pick of Joel Embiid seems bad, but I think Brandon Ingram is a solid bet. So
let's look at Brandon Ingram's MVP betting.
No search results found. Frick.
Brandon Ingram MVP.
Can you imagine if Brandon Ingram wins MVP this year?
Bavoda puts odds on Brandon Ingram winning MVP. Oh, plus 30,000. Okay.
Dude, I'm just saying, if he ends up winning MVP, I need a job at ESPN.
Oh, that's from 2016.
Oh, frick. That's his rookie year.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
They're probably lower now.
And then, so, I kind of already went over it. But did you have a sleeper team at all that you want to talk about?
I'm looking. I'm really trying. I think the Spurs, I guess they're the go-to sleeper team. So it's between the Spurs, frick.
Why does Andrew Wiggins have 500 to 1 odds for what?
I think Andrew Wiggins is secretly working with Russia, and this is something that needs to stop going unnoticed. We're on to you, Andrew. Oh, shoot, the Timberwolves are a team. Nah, they're not going to make the playoffs.
No,
Get out of
they're
here.
not.
I was going to say, Karl Anthony Towns ain't that good.
No. And Andrew Wiggins... Andrew Wiggins still thinks if you just stand in the corner, you can make it to the playoffs.
That's not right. I don't think he should think that.
All right. Well, besides the technical difficulties, I feel like this was a very solid paced podcast. I don't know if you have anything else
Sure.
you'd like to talk about.
Brandon Ingram is also being blackballed from the NBA. That man is 6'3".
You mean
He could
Brandon
be a
Whedon?
solid point guard, okay? And
Brandon
he has a laser
Bra-
of an arm.
Brandon
all right?
Whedon. You said
Brandon Whedon. I said Brandon Ingram, didn't I? All these Brandons are going unnoticed, and it's making a mess of my freaking brain. But Brandon Whedon is also being blackballed from the NBA.
Is there a Kaepernick that's ever played in the NBA?
If there is, I will.
What about
I will.
What about a Jones? Would the NBA be more accepting of Colin Kaepernick than the NFL? No, because he would suck just as much in the NFL as he would in the NBA.
Oh God, we're getting hot takes now. Casey, he went to a Super Bowl. Remember that? He went to a Super Bowl. You remember that?
Yeah. Now, so
all right. This is all I'll say about Colin Kaepernick. All right.
He was good. He's not
good, but he should be. He's good enough to be a backup. But the amount of drama that would follow Colin Kaepernick being on a team is unreal. But he's still good enough to be in the NFL. And I don't know. I think some team should have took a chance on him. I
agree. I agree for the most part. Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I'm not saying he should be a starter, but I'm saying he should at least be a backup. Okay.
All right.
Talent alone.
And so I think the obvious thing to do after talking about Colin Kaepernick, which is a very mild discussion, is to ask for a sponsor. If for any reason you
sponsor us,
if you any reason you would
Audible. I see you giving out sponsorships to trash YouTube
Casper mattresses.
I will promote your trash audiobooks that I will never read, but I will act like I read them.
Get Quip on it. Joe Rogan, I will sponsor your fake your fake supplements.
Dollar Shave Club. I will shave my neck beard for you. I will shave this neck beard right now.
That might be a must.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can do.
But we will. If the money is there, we don't care.
Even if it's not that much money.
I will take $1. The things I would do for $1,
17
$1 sponsorship on this show, I would plaster for half the podcast. I will plaster your logo over the entire overlay.
Listen, $1, that's almost enough for a McChicken. All right.
No, it's not. Isn't it?
McChickens are like $2.
McChicken's $1. I don't know. I haven't been to McDonald's in forever. It's a beefy Fritos burritos at Taco Bell.
Hello.
And those
are
things.
You questioning my McDonald's knowledge?
Those things are so good. Have you ever had a beefy Fritos burritos?
No, because I'm not trying.
Well, let's stop talking about these companies so they can sponsor us, and then we'll talk about them as much as we want.
Yeah, McDonald's, you're awful. I freaking love you so much.
You don't call them awful. You don't call them awful.
But I love the McMuffin so much.
The McMuffin?
Don't trash the McMuffin.
I've never had a McMuffin before.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever wanted a muffin from McDonald's.
Don't trash the McMuffin until you have one.
McDonald's hash browns are top tier, though.
Oh, mama.
All right. So that will put another just great ending to
the hash browns
to the phenomenal content that we put out. So, Brown Mamba Show episode 8, we're back. If you notice in the next episode, if we have the same exact attire on, it's just a different day and we just happen to match. All right. So
also, I still haven't eaten a hash brown in between episodes, so if I'm a little cranky, I apologize.
My mom's making pork chops. All right, Brown Mamba Show episode 8. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Bye.